It is time for the hour of power with the Heroic Vibration podcast. On this week's episode, we're going to be talking more about Black Panther, part 2. We're going to be talking about the trailers of the Ninja Turtles and more. And if you would like to, you have any special requests, hit us up on Twitter. What up with your YouTube and YouTube bust? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm up. And you're tuning in to the Vibration podcast where we talk about Marvel, DC, comic books, anime, video games, and more. Welcome to my humble abode. Let's go. Happy Valentine's world.
I just that's what's up though, man.
I just want to, gotta show get a lot of love. So I try to show a lot of love. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to the to this panel because we got some good topics to talk about. Introduce our guest, you know what I'm saying? He back once again, you know what I'm saying? He made a fire splash last week, you know what I'm saying? He was a little bit high up there, but you know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and introduce yourself, Super G, and let them know where they can find you at.
What is good, everybody? It's your boy Super G. You guys can find me on Twitter, or you can find me Saturday morning, the Smash Podcast. Let's go.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Next up, matter of fact, he is one of the persons. He's brutally honest. He's so brutally honest. He'll rip your heart out. Finish him. Kano. Introduce yourself. Let them know they can find you.
You had to go there, huh? Man. He trying to. Okay, he's just mad because I'm gonna beat him in that Injustice 2. But anyway,
never. That was the hell of an intro, man. What you talking about, y'all?
Anyway, he said, "Rip your heart out, bro." That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Rip him out.
Yeah, better recognize I'm the brutally honest gamer. You heard me, the real young Kano. Y'all can check me out on the Gamer Section podcast every Monday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Also on here, the Direct X minus the fraud. You heard me, and follow me on Twitter, Real Young Kano. Catch me on Xbox, Real Young Kano. Everywhere, the Real Young Kano, because I'm official like a referee whistle. You did what I'm saying? Let's get to this cartoon, anime, comics, all that good stuff. You did.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Next up, we got yo. Go ahead, bless them with it for us.
Yo, it's the Xbox Ghost Kaleidoscope on the Heroic Vibrations podcast. And if you cats want to get at me, you can get at me on DirectX minus the on Twitter, my YouTube channel, or on Xbox at just Kaleidoscope. And we about to go in, bro. Literally. So prepare yourselves, buckle up, because we about to blast off.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Next up, we got Bloody Motherfucking Knuckles. Go ahead and let them know, Bloody.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bloody Knuckles, man. The man who always goes hard and speaks the truth and is passionate about it all. You can always catch me on Saturday on the Smash Podcast with my boy Super G here. You can find me on Twitter at Bloody Knuckles as well. So let's go in on this, man. There's so much good stuff coming up, and we got some hype for Friday, bro. I can't stop. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to see it Saturday, though.
Oh, man.
I'm going to see it Friday.
Yeah, pretty much everyone on the Smash, man. Me, Super G, and all of us, we going on Friday, man. I already got my ticket ahead of time. I'm going right in the early afternoon, bro.
Hey, so you going on Friday? Kano, you said you going on Friday. Super G, you said you going on Friday. What about you?
I'm going Thursday and Friday. Don't trip.
Oh,
yeah. Well, because I got a group I go with, like it's kind of like a little movie crew. We go and watch like all the movies at launch, bro. So Thursday night we there, and then my girl, we want to watch it, or family want to watch it, so I end up watching it twice within like 2 days, bro. Sometimes 3 times. So it's all good. Especially if it's a great movie, I'll watch it 5 or 6 times, bro. If I watch the first Transformers movie 5 times in theaters, I don't see why I can't watch Black Panther 10 times. Damn it.
Yo, man, we have to find out if we're gonna be watching it 10 times with everything that's coming out on it, man. I already know that I'm gonna watch at least 5.
98%, bro. I'm with it.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on. Out of what, like 50 reviews now? It's still sitting
168, bro, to be exact, and it's at 98%.
Wow.
And there's only 3.
Is that not the highest rated comic book movie?
It's one of the highest rated in a while. Yeah.
So which other one has 98%?
Ain't nothing got 98%.
That's the hype pit, yo. So that's the highest rated
the highest one I've seen like around that was Doctor Strange. It was like sitting up there.
I think Homecoming was also another big one.
Yeah, there was like at 93, 94, know what I'm saying? But this is 98, bro.
Yeah, and here's the thing: it would have been 100 except for the 3 negative reviews that
Homecoming got 92.
Yeah, and here's the thing about it. Let's I want to talk about that. Is that two of the negative reviews are from Australia, right?
Yeah,
and they're complaining that there's only 2 white dudes in the whole movie.
Thank you.
And,
I was talking about that earlier with Super.
Yeah, there's one that's here in the States, or I think it was, who saw it early. Oh no, it's Germany, and his negative review was about it that Black Panther didn't beat up enough dudes in the movie. That was his fault with it. I'm just like, yo, for real? Oh my god.
I think I could live with those. If that's they negatives, I could live with that.
Yeah, right.
That Super G, you might be on to something. I might need to go.
It's all about opinions at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's their opinion.
Dude,
I don't see why I can't see that movie more times than I've seen the Transformers, bro. I'm telling you, the first Transformers, I seen that movie 5 times in theaters, bro.
How?
The first Transformers was good. After that,
nah, the first one was good. I like the first.
The first 2 was good. I like the second one too. The first one it caught me off guard because I ain't expected to be good.
Oh yeah, man. The first one was awesome. I love that one. That one made me think of my childhood of seeing Transformers and seeing them like that, man. And then that song at the end, man, Linkin Park back in the heyday. Oh man, that had me going.
Oh yeah, they laced the track right, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, but have you guys heard that Kendrick Lamar the Black Panther album, bro? It's fire, dude. Oh my gosh. Bro.
I heard a half a song and I was like, man, this is gonna be something serious. And it was a song of a female singing on it.
Bro, I know some of the songs that are on there and what tracks are going down. I've refused to listen to any of them just because of the fact that I want the soundtrack to go with the movie and blow me away. After that, then I'll be popping the album. But for now, man, I'll keep it.
Yeah, you want to see the movie?
I'm keeping it hidden. I'm gonna keep it surprise.
Man, hey, I'm almost embarrassed to say this here, but I be watching my videos on YouTube and know how to they have a commercial come on, the ad come on beforehand, and now all of a sudden I look at the ad and I say, oh shit, this Black Panther. I put my hand over my phone and I'll be reaching to turn the volume down until I can hit the skip button. I mean, I was trying to stay that's how far I was trying to stay away from spoilers. All the spoilers I do in my life, I figured this was gonna be the one to hunt me, to come back and get me.
See, so you know what's funny is that this one is probably one of the few times that the trailers have actually done very little with going on with what's doing. It's just and I'm glad about that because you think about how many.
Y'all saw the critics trailer? The critics trailer?
No, I haven't.
Dude, they ain't show nothing new. All right, they just showed select scenes from all the trailers that they had showed previously. Yeah. So they ain't show nothing new. That I was like, that's what's up. Keep that shit going.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I've been glad with it. Is that we've only gotten the same scenes over and over again, and it's been very little. There's nothing that connects. There's no sort of story that they've shown off. That we've just gotten the same snippets since they've first announced the Black Panther movie and trailer, and the only thing they've done is like change up the soundtrack because we've seen it with Run the Jewels, and then there's they've had another song on there from the album. Like they've been keeping it very tight-lipped, and I'm glad about that. I'm so glad that they haven't been ruining it by putting too much out.
Man, only thing Black Panther had to do was show me a trailer when he was jumping up in the air and he ripped the car off the tire. I was so
ripped the tire.
No. He ripped the car off the tire. The tire was there. He ripped the car off the tire. He really did some super amazing stuff. So that was like pulling a hat out of a rabbit. You know what I'm saying? You got to really think about it. But yeah, that's once I seen that, I was sold in. And then the way he was in Civil War, a lot of people don't know that was Spider-Man, that was Ant-Man, and that was Black Panther. That was their moment to actually sell their solo movie. Spider-Man did his part. Everybody was kind of skeptical about Spider-Man. He sold the role in Captain America Civil War. So once he sold the role, when people went to go watch Spider-Man movie, they was more comfortable with him because they like all their worries and stuff got answered in Civil War. Same thing with Black Panther. People ain't see him coming, and he came so left field, and it was like, wow, this is gonna be something serious. Same thing with Ant-Man. They see in the first movie, you know what I'm saying, he was the one that was a sleeper hit. Everybody could pretty much agree with Ant-Man was a sleeper hit. So you know what I'm saying, they had that time for them to shine because they like to really gonna be the next Captain America and Iron Man movie that's coming. So we starting to see our future right there, and it's looking very bright. And I didn't need to see no other trailer besides that because I was sold from there. That's why I've been trying to hide from them.
Yep, and you're not wrong on that, man. Like a lot of people who slept on Ant-Man after right after Age of Ultron missed out, man. Like Ant-Man surprisingly did really well. Like I loved it. It was hilarious. Paul Rudd's perfect for that role with, and knowing that they're passing it on from Hank Pym and yet still keeping that history of Ant-Man as we know it. And now we're seeing a new Ant-Man, a new Wasp coming up with his daughter taking over, who is the Wasp in the comics, as well as being one of the founding members of the Avengers. It's great to see that. And now that we've seen how Ant-Man handled himself in the Civil War and how that's going to tie into the Ant-Man and Wasp movie right after Infinity War, I think that's perfect. I think he really did a great job and made himself really notorious right there with his little role, because you got to see his humor, you got to see him step out and interact with all the big hitters and really hold his own.
Right, he pretty much
exactly. I'm glad you said that, though,
Deadpool.
as far as him holding his own, because if you think about the new trailer with Ant-Man and the Wasp is straight whipping ass, right? Obviously, because she was showing him how to fight, right? Because he's not really a fighter. But what is he? Yo, he's basically Sam Fisher, Splinter Cell, bro. The way he be breaking into shit, you know what I'm saying? He's
he's a professional
thief, bro. Yeah. He went back and he put the suit, just the way he went up in there and just deactivated everything. I was like, wow, this dude got some skills. Then he came off, jumped off that ledge, rolled out into the middle of the street when the cops pulled up. He's like, nah. I stole it, but I put it back. Like, it just shows their level of skills. Each one is skilled in their own right, though.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, his comedy, like Paul Rudd is a well-known comedian, and his comedy works so well for that character. Because look at his interaction in the Ant-Man movie with Falcon during that big scene, and then when he saw him get picked up by Falcon, that continued interaction, how he was talking with
that fight scene was incredible as well, dude.
He did amazing in the fight scene in the movie as well as in Civil War. It was great to see him, and he got to show off his stuff and the way that he interacted with Cap and Bucky. Just being there, he's just like, so big team, huh? It's like, man, it's an honor to meet you guys. He's like, so what's going on? And when they hear the alarms going off, they're just like, yeah, that's our signal. And he's just like, oh, that doesn't sound good. And like Paul Rudd had that perfect comedic timing to fit that character. Like if you're sleeping on Ant-Man still, you need to watch. You need to do yourself justice, despite some of the issues it was running with the director and then the writer walking off and him taking over with someone else to finish writing it up, before it launched. It did phenomenally well. It held its own. It was a top story for what it was. And with the sequel coming out, like they've been doing great with what they've been doing, despite a lot of issues that they've been running into. Don't sleep on them. Definitely go on with an open mind. You will be surprised.
Right. Hey, that's what people say. A sleeper hit. So
it's definitely a sleeper hit.
That's how Doctor Strange was for me.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Doctor Strange was a straight knockout, dude. Visually, that movie is probably one of the most visually appealing movies ever. Like that melted my mind. Like honestly, and this is straight out. If you go and see that movie on acid when you first meet the ancient one, bro, your mind will completely, literally melt because you are straight tripping through the universe right there. Like that's like a solid 6 minutes of so many visuals going on that it's amazing. Like from every little part of the different universes he's going through as she's showing him, and those 6 minutes alone to what everything that came over later, like it is such a well done movie with the visual effects.
What want to know what I got to touch upon is what Marvel is doing with these subgenres inside their films. Winter Soldier being a political thriller, Ant-Man being a heist film, Doctor Strange being a psychedelic mind trip. All right.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy being a comedic soap opera. All right. I mean,
galactic comedic soap opera.
A galactic comedic soap opera. Exactly. But it's a testament to what Marvel's doing. You know what I'm saying? Now Black Panther
And look
Dude,
at
straight up Black Power, yo. I mean, to the fucking 10th degree, yo. It's about a freaking king. You know what I'm saying? Not just a regular superhero, but a fucking king, bro.
Exactly. Look at the first Captain America movie.
And one of the smartest people in the world.
Yeah, the first Captain America movie too is another big testament. Is that it was a World War II movie with a superhero. They focused on what made Steve Rogers so important. You know, they made you care about little. Yeah, because when he was still small and all that, before he got beefed up, what he was trying to do, they made you care for skinny little Rogers. Before
he still had heart. They showed you that he had heart, yo.
And
he was bigger than him.
Exactly, and it showed his dynamic with the rest of his squadron, you know, and everyone there.
That's one of my biggest fears, though. You touching on about skinny little Steve? He doesn't back down for no fight. He even told Tony Stark and Iron Man, that throwback to the first Avenger movie. Mm-hmm. He said, you know, he's like, I could do this all day. You know what I'm saying? Throwback to the first Captain America film. My biggest fear is that Infinity War, he's not going to back down.
Yeah, well, we already know that most of them aren't going to make it through.
I think they just going to
not most of them. I think some of them won't make it through. Some of them. I don't think they're going to take out a lot of characters.
We know the big names aren't going to make it. You know, Iron Man's going to retire. I think he'll make it, but he's going to retire up. We know Cap's not supposed to make it, so we know that either Bucky or Falcon's going to take up the mantle. I think
Robert Downey Jr. will come back as an AI. I
think it's possible, but we know that Robert Downey has definitely stated that he'd come back if they have a good story. Like most of them that are retiring their mantles right now stated that they'll come back if they have a good story that's worth coming back for. But for the most part, most of them are going to be producers. They're still going to have an active role in helping to nurture and grow the franchise, which I think is great. Having, you know, the ones who help set the foundations still staying there, I think is definitely a big part of things. And especially with what they're setting up, because I know I tweeted this out to you, Super G, as well as you, Chuck, is that the new toy lines that they're showing off for Infinity War are being looked at and showing off some teases. And
I know I haven't looked at none of it.
Yeah, they just released the Thor action figure, and the weapon that he has looks like the ultimate Mjolnir, dude. But the fact is, it actually has the name.
Does he have Mjolnir or Stormbringer?
No. He has Ultimate Mjolnir, because remember that Ultimate Mjolnir has the head of an axe with the back end of a hammer. Yeah, and it's
that's Stormbringer. That's Stormbringer.
Well, no, because it's being called Stormbreaker is Beta Ray Bill's, but it's a double-headed hammer. The Ultimate Mjolnir though is a hammer with an axe.
Hammer. Yeah.
But it's based off of the Ultimate Mjolnir, but it's being called Bjornjarn. Yeah, it's being called Stormbringer. So a lot of people are stating that they're giving Thor his Ultimate Mjolnir weapon while naming it after the hammer that's Beta Ray Bill's. And we know Beta Ray Bill is in the MCU because they've teased it multiple times. So if anyone might pick up the Thor mantle after
actually the building in Ragnarok, remember the building that was on that planet that they was fighting on?
Yeah.
There's a building with like 3 faces. One of them looked like Beta Ray Bill, bro.
Yeah, and they've been teasing Beta Ray Bill and multiple times because we know that he exists. And with them with Natalie Portman already walking away and not wanting to come back.
She says she wants to come back now, bro. She says she wants to come back.
I don't think she will, because at first she was just like, no, I don't want to stick to a franchise and ruin my career again after what happened with Star Wars.
No, and she was mad because they dropped Patty Jenkins from directing the movie.
Yeah, but that's also why they wrote her out. That's also why they wrote her out of the movie. That's why in Ragnarok, him and Jane are on a break, as they put it.
Well, but actually, before Ragnarok, didn't they say it was what movie did they say they was
the second one?
It was
after the second one.
The second Avengers movie. But that's what I'm saying, is that's when Natalie Portman walked away, and that's why she also wasn't in Ragnarok, because they kept saying that him and her taking a break, is that Natalie Portman wanted to walk away. So we know Jane Foster right now is out, so she couldn't pick up the mantle as Lady Thor since she's not in right now. So the only other person who could pick up the mantle for Thor that we know of would have to be Beta Ray Bill, especially if they're teasing
But if she was to take up the mantle of Lady Thor, even let's say if they would have to get a different actress to play Thor, though. You know what I'm saying? Because she too little and scrawny, man. She's like what, 5 feet? Like, come on, man.
and like if you've read the Lady Thor comics, girl is stacked. Like
yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and then you notice like the frail version that had freaking cancer and everything, it looked just like Natalie Portman.
Yeah, but I was like, as her in the suit for Lady Thor, no, she wouldn't have the build to fill out Lady Thor like she does.
Nah, it'll be a Shazam scenario, yo. Young Billy Batson, Shazam! Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
If right now with everything that they're showing, bro, they have to bring Beta Ray Bill, and I really hope to God they do.
Like, I mean, Beta Ray Bill, you gotta think about it. He might be too much money though. You got
hell no, nah.
You don't think so?
No, man. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, you got a talking raccoon that's CGI and a talking tree.
Yeah,
you know and that's do it right. You could do it.
You have for Groot, you have fucking Vin Diesel in a recording booth just saying "I am Groot" multiple times in different tones for a tree that they animate, and then you have Bradley Cooper doing all the lines for Rocket. Like it's not out of the question for them to do a character like Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah. And Marvel has the money. We know they got the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they could do a mixture. You know what I'm saying? Actually have practical effects, like a practical mask and the whole nine, but then enhance it with CGI. All right, to make it look realistic. The same thing they did with like Pirates of the Caribbean. They would wear some type of masks and whatnot. So the animators would know, but then they would enhance it with CGI. So like that's why that dude with that squid looking dude, Davy Jones and shit, looked so sick.
Right. Yeah, that would be a fire way of doing it too.
Yeah,
they give it its own identity.
Exactly, man.
But hey, I got since going down this path. Hey, check this out. If since after saying they got the Avengers, everybody keep hollering about Captain America gonna die when he got to fight Thanos. So I'm not saying nothing about that. I'm gonna leave that one in the wind. That's not me, and nobody want to say that's me. So I'm letting it be known. So with that being said. Now this if y'all had to fight against Thanos and y'all had to put up a plan of attack, be like, okay, we gotta attack Thanos, and how would you attack him, and who would y'all take with y'all to attack Thanos to defeat him?
Damn, we could go at it all day though. Personally, I want to jump in just before Bloody says anything. But I would take actually the core Guardians of the Galaxy group with Nebula. I would take Phyla Vey, you know what I'm saying? Basically Quasar, Nova, Silver Surfer. You know what I'm saying? Some of the big guns from the Marvel.
You know what? I should have put a limitation because you're gonna end up naming everybody in. No.
I would just take like those Marvel cosmic.
You should have just it's 5 of us. Hey, no. It's 5 of us on this podcast. Each one of us pick one, and our team is assembled of each one of our one character.
Okay. All right. Well, then I choose Phyla Vey.
I pick one, and then
all right. So you're taking Quasar, huh? Then I would definitely have to say Adam Warlock, because Adam Warlock is probably one of the strongest out of the cosmic, and if anyone could help turn the tide, it has to be Adam Warlock.
All right, Classico, we'll let you pick two since Kano left.
Well, then the next one I would pick for the Marvel Cosmic in order to team up with them would be Captain Marvel. All right, because Captain Marvel is some serious power right there. You know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna take Carol Captain Marvel, or are you gonna take Marvel Captain Marvel?
No, Carol Danvers. Yeah. Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, bro. You know what I'm saying? The one that shattered the Hulkbuster off of Iron Man's body with one punch. All right.
Yeah, that's my girl.
All right, that's the Captain Marvel.
If you want to talk about a powerful woman, that's one right there. However, man, if you read the comics, she is fucked up. Like, talking like alcoholic to the max, that even Iron Man's like, yo, you got a problem.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever be conveyed in the movies, but I know what you're
I don't know. They were showing that in Iron Man 3 that Iron Man was becoming a major alcoholic and getting paranoid as hell. Yep. So I don't know. I think they could do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to retread the same subject, but I feel you.
Yeah.
But that's still, I mean, but think about it, that still wouldn't be enough to beat Thanos. Like, how would
No. There's still more characters to pick from. Super hasn't picked anybody yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with either because you chose Captain Marvel. All right, I'm gonna say either Odin or Frank Richards.
All right, good shit.
I could see that. Definitely if you have Odin on the side.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Odin, that's Thor's pops out. That feels like so powerful when it comes down to like being.
But want to know what's the thing though? Odin is dead though, man, in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to pick somebody else.
So I'm just that's why I just pick. Because that's why I chose Frank Richards because you know how Frank Richards is the son of Reed and
Richards, exactly, but he's not in the MCU yet either.
He hasn't happened yet. Damn.
Yeah. All right, so we gave you a hard one, bro.
Man, you still
come back to me.
I'm gonna go with characters there. There's still some characters there. You just got to think though, man.
Well, here's the thing: are we going based off? Here's the question though: are we going based off MCU characters, or are we going any character?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you picked two characters that ain't even came up in the MCU yet, bro.
Yeah, I chose
Captain Marvel is coming out pretty soon, and Adam Warlock was teased at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah, I get that. He ain't came out yet.
But you also said Quasar though. Quasar hasn't been teased.
Yeah, true that. Yeah. All right, then Odin, I guess would be it then. I agree with that then. Yeah, you're right because I did mention Quasar.
Yeah. So if we're just going any characters, then yeah. We can allow Odin. Yeah.
Well, matter of fact, let's allow on DC because this still don't look like
another character. I would say though, Nova.
Oh God, you gotta have Nova. Man. You gotta have those.
What's his name?
You gotta have
Sultar too.
Rocket.
Hey, Squirrel Girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
First in the body Thanos, yo.
hey, right, bro? I mean,
oh man, hey, Squirrel Girl, it's too garbage. And I ain't the person to really talk down about anything. But it's too much trash to even be.
Hey, don't be hating on my girl, bro. Don't be hating on my girl.
Squirrel Girl and Marvel Heroes Omega. Man, I used to send a fleet of squirrels to beat the shit out of dudes, bro.
Bro, come on.
Man, that is the crazy.
Don't be hating on my girl, Squirrel Girl, man.
Man, no, man. Y'all can't do this one to me, man.
Nah, man. They do it. You know they doing the Squirrel Girl TV show. It's called New Warriors, right?
Yeah,
you know that.
The New Warriors are Avengers in training, dude. But it's supposed to be a live action comedy, and I'm excited because the girl that they got to play Squirrel Girl was the girl
AT&T girl,
yeah, the AT&T girl, and she's so adorable, dude. I'm just like, yeah, I could see you playing her. I was like, you got the personality to match it.
Yep.
Oh, she moving on up, Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, she moving on up, man. Trust me, that show's gonna be official, man. It's gonna be something that
I think it's gonna be one of. I think it's gonna be one of the better live actions for Marvel because right now, like I said, man, I love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's been back and forth. And then with everything else that was coming out, like the Fox TV shows have been better. You know, Legion.
Oh, Legion.
Legion was dope.
Legion was out of left field, yo. Legion was what I wanted from the X-Men franchise without realizing it.
Yo, bro, for real, like that was dope. And then you have the surprise hits coming from the shows. You got the Gifted and the Runaways, and those both are knockouts, bro. And you got Cloak and Dagger coming out soon.
Man, I'm excited for that.
Oh, I'm excited for Cloak and Dagger, but man, I can't wait for the New Warriors because I just can't wait to see my girl Squirrel Girl on.
Right, Squirrel Girl trash.
You know they did 2 seasons. They actually doing 2 seasons of New Warriors, bro. Not just 1 season, 2 seasons.
Hey, I'm gonna check it out since y'all promoting it like that. I will check it out and I will give it some a real chance because I was skeptical about Black Light and I said I give it a chance. I wanted to see it. I hoped it was good and it was actually good.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, with some of the people that they're already confirming who's going to be playing the show, and like I said, if you've seen the commercials, the girl who did the AT&T commercials, she's going to be the live action version, and she has the right personality. Like, I'm excited for which version that of Squirrel Girl they're going. I don't think they're going to do the full fursuit with her like gauntlets and boots. However, I think they're gonna do the more modern, which is the ultimate, I think it is, where it's kind of she has a like furry jacket and the
I miss Marvel Heroes will make
the One Piece.
Make it realistic, like
yeah,
that's what's up.
Yeah, but dude, I can't wait for that. Like, and she was in the Marvel superheroes show that they had.
Want to know what makes it more exciting though? That the first season was so good, they contracted a second season. All right, so that's going to be launching on the streaming service, possibly Hulu, which I'm thinking 2 full seasons, bro. Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that.
From the part, y'all, Squirrel Girl still eliminated.
Hey.
Oh, she eliminated, bro. She actually beat Thanos.
She beat Thanos, bro.
That's on record,
That's why I picked her, bro. Yeah, that's why I picked her.
I know. Super was on to something. That's why we had bloody flipped out. We was like,
That's why I had to call a quick time out. I had to
he's like, no. He's like, you can't do that.
The goalpost. Move it around. I like, hold up, man, That I ain't think about that one. But
unbeatable. Squirrel Girl isn't trash, bro. I like those comics.
Official, yo. I'm sorry. Kept it official.
Corrupt over there in the chat hating on Squirrel Girl too, man. Man, haters.
Yeah. Well, Squirrel Girl, you got this one. Goddamn. Well,
he just back because he didn't think of it. He didn't stop it.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
Here's the great thing about the TV show is that with that, they're officially going to be in the MCU with that because it's going to be one of the official TV shows for Marvel. And with that, like if they can turn around their Netflix shows and they bring Jessica and Luke Cage back together, man, if they hook them up, that Squirrel Girl is going to be making some appearances over there because people don't realize that in the comics, Squirrel Girl has babysit for Luke Cage's and Jessica Jones's daughter. Yeah, so she's been in the comics a lot with those two, so it's great to see that.
That'd be a trip. That'd be a trip. You know what I'm saying? That episode where they're taking care of business, and Squirrel Girl's that whole babysitting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, do some incredible shit. The baby start having powers. Nah, that'd be a remake.
I mean, it might happen.
It might happen.
Yeah, you don't know what they got in the future. Speaking about in the future, after I know everybody unanimously going to see Black Panther, but after Black Panther, what would be the most anticipated movie that's coming out on Marvel, DC, like what I'm saying, which y'all most anticipating over all the ones that's coming out this year?
We could only name one. So name one.
Oh no. I'm
gonna go. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Super G.
I got Super G.
I'm gonna go with Ant-Man and Wasp.
All right, and Wasp.
What make them more special than all these other big
Yeah, because that was the first one you listed.
Yeah, man, because there's something about the first one did something to me, bro. Like, because I had no expectations for it. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't even watch it in theaters. I seen it when I got it home. I red boxed it, and bro, like that movie shocked me so much, bro. I was just like, damn, this movie's a good fucking movie. Like it's a solid movie. Like everything Bloody said earlier about Paul Rudd playing him, it was spot on, bro. That I enjoyed the movie so much. So when I seen this trailer that came out, I was just like, yo, like they took everything from the first one and like just cranked it all the way up, bro. Kind of like how like how I feel like they did from Guardians 1 and Guardians 2. Like as soon as Guardians 2 started, bro, I was like locked into my seat. I'm talking about the very beginning, how like Baby Groot was dancing and he was fighting in the back, bro. I was just like, oh my god, going so hard from the beginning. So I feel like Ant-Man and Wasp is gonna do that to me this time around too, bro, because just the greatness that came from the first one, bro. Like, I mean, I know there's a lot of other ones, but I expect like that's the one I want to see next. Like even over this Infinity War, I want to see Ant-Man and Wasp like more than I want to see that one. Sounds crazy, but
yeah, I thought the part with the Wasp when she shrunk down to and ran across the knife, I thought that probably was the part that sold you. But you know,
I'm telling no, dude, the crazy part, the freaking the little what was it they threw out of the car?
The Hello Kitty pest dispenser, yo, that's the shit that sold me, bro.
And then like how they shrunk the car down and then like
got to full size and flipped the car.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, bro. Like that scene alone, that freaking scene alone is gonna get me, bro. So
Hey, don't forget about the mouth dropper when he was walking and the building just shrunk down and he pulled up the little hand and he walked in like a briefcase.
Like some luggage.
Like a suitcase, bro. Like a suitcase. So I mean, like,
that
bro,
just reminded me of the tank keychain.
That and that's what I'm saying, bro. And when you think about that happening in the first one, you know they're gonna top it in the second one, bro. So like, I'm stoked.
Hell yeah,
just along off that, bro.
That's some mighty good points right there. What about you, Colada? Which one you most anticipating after Black Panther?
Dude, Captain Marvel, bro. Captain Marvel, man. I mean, Carol Danvers has been deserving of a movie for I don't know how many years. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I've been dying for her to come into the MCU.
Widow.
And I'm glad that it's a throwback to the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And Sam L. Jackson has both his eyes. Nick Fury has both his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to find out how he lost his eye. You know, and then that statement he did in Winter Soldier, the last time I trusted somebody is when I lost an eye. So it's like Carol Danvers going to backstab him. I mean, seriously, what's going to go down? You know what I'm saying? And I'm really excited that the Skrulls are also in it. All right. I've been dying for them to come into the MCU for the longest time. So I have a feeling that's going to be one of those movies that's going to knock it out of the park and people ain't going to be prepared for it. If they don't know who Captain Marvel is. We know who Captain Marvel is on this panel.
Absolutely.
But people do not know what they are going to see. They probably think, oh, she's like another Wonder Woman. Hell nah, people. When y'all see Captain Marvel, you're going to be like, okay, that's Captain Marvel. And that's Wonder Woman.
Right. It's completely different.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Brie Larson playing Captain Marvel, though?
I think she's perfect for it.
Man. Hot as hell, yo. Especially after I saw Kong Skull Island. Man.
Bro, I love Brie. Like, she a beautiful woman. And if anyone can give that kind of fieriness for a character like Carol, I think Brie was perfect for the
Isn't she an Academy Award winner as well? I mean, she got some serious acting chops, yo.
Yeah, she does, bro. Like, a lot of people are giving her too much hate for that shit, man. And like after the first pictures from the set of Captain Marvel came out, they were bashing on the suit. Man, they don't realize where that suit's from.
Yeah, they expected to see the official suit right out the gate.
They thought that it was going to be the red, blue, and gold, man. No, that's the Skrull uniform.
Yeah, that's the Kree uniform, not the Skrull.
Yeah, Kree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing about it is, don't nobody really know what.
I don't know who people wanted though. Just to touch up on it real quick. You know that chick from the Vikings TV series on History Channel?
Yeah, Lagatha, bro. Oh my god.
Exactly, yo. She does look like Carol Danvers from the comic book. I understand why people say that.
You know what? That's why I was
Are you talking about like short-haired, shaved all the way around Carol Danvers?
What are you talking about? No, we're talking about the actress from Vikings.
Yeah, but I'm saying when you say you look like Carol, I'm saying, are you talking about how Carol has her hair like short and shaved all the way around?
Long blonde hair, the way this girl looks, bro.
Yeah, dude, I think that I don't know her real life name, but the one that plays Lagatha, bro, she looks exactly like her. Like, I ain't got nothing against Brie Larson. She is a beautiful woman, but like she has those pudgy cheeks, bro, that I just can't get past.
Catherine Winnick.
Catherine Winnick. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. Catherine Winnick.
That chick has that, like, she has that facial structure, bro, that fits perfectly. Like, and that's my thing with Brie Larson. She has those pudgy cheeks, bro, that don't work for me. I'm just like, oh man, like.
Yeah, I feel you to a certain degree. But I understood why Marvel picked it though, man. They're looking for acting chops though, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, as good as Agatha is in Vikings, I mean, I think she's incredible in Vikings, yo. You know what I'm saying? And after the lead actress, after Travis left the show, know what I'm saying? You know, she actually moved up. Know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's what's up.
See, I just hope that, like I said, man, like that we know that she's gonna have the long hair, but I wonder if they're gonna move to where she has the shaved hair. Because remember, she had the long hair at the beginning, but then after a while, she had that shaved look where it's just like long going to the back, but it's shaved on the sides. Yeah.
She had that horse ponytail look.
Yeah. And that's why I think that Brie Larson will hold that look better.
Like a faux hawk, bro.
Yeah, kind of like that, basically. Yeah, but that's why I think Brie Larson will look better once they get to that point and she has that hairstyle. Because on Catherine, she has that beautiful face and the hair, while Carol has the long hair.
And that's why I don't think that, because people with pudgier faces can't rock that hairstyle, bro. It don't look right.
And I think
yeah, that is more of a
they'll
slim
actually
face.
go with that hairstyle. I'm sure they'll leave.
I think they'll stay with the long hair.
You think they're gonna keep the long hair? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's more simple. It's easier to do and keep in that same style.
Hey, look, you say that, but look at. I'm saying, man, you say that, but look at what they did with Black Widow, man. She has a new hairstyle every time.
Yeah, but that's the actress though, man. And it fits with her character. That's what I'm saying. She's an espionage agent.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still, we always know it's gonna be Black Widow. That's what I'm saying. I think with Carol, we can get to that point. That's what I'm saying. Is I think it could work because we even
who would have been a good one they could have picked too was old girl from Westworld. The main actress on Westworld. I can't think of
her. She has that. She has that look about her.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I can't think of her name. I've seen a few episodes of Westworld. I haven't seen all of it, man. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Lit, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen Westworld.
Westworld is official, yo. It's created by Jonathan Nolan, bro. Guy that helped co-write the Dark Knight trilogy.
I mean, I just got a whole lot of shows. That's why I ain't never watch it.
Evan Rachel Wood, bro.
It'd be hard to get into my
schedule. Yeah. Do me a favor, bro. Go on your phone right now. Just search Evan Rachel Wood, bro. She already comes out with the short hair, bro. Perfect. I'm telling you.
So why everybody searching?
Would have been perfect. You know what I'm saying? Would have been perfect.
Yeah, but
watch.
So what about you, Bloody? What movie you'll go with?
There's a lot, yo. I actually would like to name a lot because I think all of them are number one in my book. But
yeah, because you got to think
they could be only one. No,
exactly, man. But you got to think like what
it takes to be number one.
Man, this is gonna kill me because you got to think that in the span of less than like only a month or so, you have Infinity War, Deadpool 2, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like that's already gonna be like knockouts on my part. And like I'm more, for me, like I have to say Infinity War because ever since I saw the first few Marvel movies from Iron Man and then Captain America and everything, and saw the teases of Thanos, and still growing up kind of reading those comics and knowing what that was gonna culminate to, like that's had me hyped for like 10 years. Okay, like for me, especially like being a teenager in middle school or high school and growing up and seeing these movies and seeing, oh man, dude, it's so cool to see comics finally getting their debut, and then seeing such a big thing like that to have such a massive event kind of like in the works, that to me has been something that I've been waiting for, and to know that after nearly 10 years, it's finally here. Like that's my most hyped movie that I have to be.
I mean, that's a good point, but I would. Well, that's the obvious choice.
My bad, but Evan Rachel Wood, she would have been a fun.
Yeah, she does have that short hair,
bro. You see that? You see that, bro?
I gotta agree with you, man. With that hairstyle she rocking on that, man.
On point, bro.
Yeah.
And she got some acting chops on her as well.
Oh yeah, bro.
But
yeah, go ahead. My bad, Bloody.
No, you're good. Like Infinity War has just been something for me. But if I had to go with a solo film, like I would agree with Collider, man. Captain Marvel is just one of those ones that's so unknown, except for people like us who have that kind of knowledge and know who she is and who Marvel was, and knowing what kind of aspect it has on the cosmic, because we've seen they've been playing with the cosmic, so it's, I think that out of all the characters they could have brought forth, is that I'm glad and really hyped for her. And I think that, despite what we say, man, I still think Brie Larson is going to be amazing with that. Cause I think if anyone could really bring some life to Carol, it's her. there are some other great picks that we can name for days, but as it comes out to
it was Ronda Rousey was supposed to play her at first. Yeah, I remember that was in talks.
No. It wasn't in talks. She was actually putting in a bid.
She was like campaigning herself.
Campaigning herself to play Captain Marvel. You know
what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
People do that all the time, though. Trust me. Actors, you got this dude. What's that singer that came out in Jumanji?
The singer that came out in Jumanji.
Yeah. Anybody here seen Jumanji with The Rock?
Oh, the new one? No, I haven't seen it.
Dude, yeah, man, y'all don't know what y'all missing, yo. I'm serious, man. Watch, you got Super. You're gonna red box that shit later on, and you're gonna have that Ant-Man chill all over it. All right, all right. Hey, trust me, man. That movie is official.
He's about to Cody that. Look, man, I'm telling you, man. The Rock right now, he's the hardest working man in Hollywood, bro. Like for real.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, talking about video games, man. What's up with that recent trailer, yo? For Rampage.
Oh yeah.
I'm
interested in that. Yeah, bro. Like I'm
like not as corny as it was at first. When I first seen it a while back, I was like, it might be corny, you know, a summer movie. But now it's starting to look like an actual movie, like how you said Jumanji was.
It looks like a good action movie, man. And then when they had George, of course, they had big old ape, and then they had the wolf come up, and then you saw that they had the crocodile in the water, man. Like they full on going with it, and I'm liking that.
Yo, they actually released a new trailer, I think yesterday or the day before. That shit goes even further. He communicates in sign language with George, the ape, the white ape. Oh man! All right, so they be communicating, yo, and I think that in the trailer, they actually tease the ending, so I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you don't want to know spoilers, don't watch this trailer, all right? But it seems like it's going to be an incredible summer popcorn film, bro. You know what I'm saying? More or less what Pacific Rim was a couple of years back, and Kong Skull Island.
Hey, speaking of that, man, Pacific Rim coming out in the summer. What everyone think about that?
Yeah, I think that's next month, bro.
Is it next month?
Yeah, March, man. Pacific Rim Uprising. We got Black Panther this month, Pacific Rim Uprising the next month.
Hey, man, look, the only movie I care about that's coming out next month is Ready Player One, bro.
Nah, I care about both of them, yo. No, I'm saying you just brought up Pacific Rim. You say you only care about Ready Player One now?
Because that was the only movie I knew that was coming out in March. That's the only thing on my radar, bro.
Nah, look, both of
them gonna be good.
I'm gonna watch the new Pacific Rim just because one, I really enjoyed the first one, and it has my boy John Boyega. But
that's the only reason why I'm watching it, because the Boyega.
Yeah, man. But I don't know if it's gonna have the same appeal or power that the first one had, because it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that direction and cinematography and visuals like you would expect from the first one that was done by Guillermo del Toro. You know, it's done by another actor.
Oh, don't doubt Steven S. Tonight, man. He delivered Daredevil season 1, and he delivered the Spartacus franchise, bro.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm not knocking it, but with that, it's going to be more action. But I don't want it to just be all action, because the thing that made the first one good is that
I don't think it's going to be all action. Think about how deep his storytelling is. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I just hope. But you got to think though, he's done TV shows where he can really work that. Here he's doing a movie in 2 hours. I hope that he can translate that over. That's my big thing. Is he does great action scenes. And those movies.
I want to bring something up real quick. Y'all saw that last trailer that they released, right? With that Jaeger jumping up in the air towards that kaiju with that whip, and the kaiju grabbed the whip and started slamming that Jaeger through the buildings.
Yeah,
that looked way better than Batman swinging Superman and Batman v Superman. All right, then I was like, yo, that shit looked kind of corny. All right, but this shit looked official. I was like, all right, this shit I could get down with.
Yeah, they call Batman versus Superman. They still trying to promote that on DVDs now.
No doubt.
No, the Justice League, hey, speaking about the Rampage and reminding me of the old '80s games and '80s TV shows and stuff like that. Say, Colado, you had the opportunity to play with the Turtles yet on Injustice?
Oh, yeah. I was playing it just before the podcast. Finally, put Monster Hunter World down for a minute, and decided to rock a couple of matches with my son-in-law, and it was dope. I only played with 2 characters though, Leonardo and Michelangelo.
Yeah, so what you think about it?
Huh?
Now I was saying, so what you think about it? The mechanics tight? You think is they got good representation?
Dude, it's official, yo. I mean, they're sick as hell, man. And then Michelangelo, the way you could like, I was chaining combos with not Michelangelo, my bad. I was chaining combos with Leonardo that were ridiculous. And Leonardo's ability moves is to have the three turtles do team up moves with him. All right. So I could do moves where I'll have Raphael come out on the screen for a second, throw 2 stars real quick. You know what I'm saying? So you could say he basically is throwing Chinese stars, except Ralph is doing it for him. Just like he could do an overhead smash by having Donatello jump in over his head and smashing you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, it's just the mechanics is on point. And this is just one of the turtles. Now, all their button inputs are similar for every character, but every character does something different. All right, because the same moves I was doing for for Leonardo, I did the same thing with Michelangelo, except Michelangelo does that spinning whirlwind kick on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically breakdancing. And then if I go and extend the move and do like a meter burn, I could pop the dude up into the air, then do back forward Y and actually do a freaking chain combo with his nunchucks, meter burn that shit, pop your ass up into the air, and then fucking have him jump up in the air and then do that belly flop right on you and kick you twice. I mean, it's a stupid, wicked long combo you could do with these characters, yo. The turtles are beasts.
Hey, and I got to get you on the correction though, Colada. One thing, you know how you said like the buttons are pretty much the same with the characters. Yeah. Leonardo and Michelangelo are more similar. Raphael, his moveset is not back forward. All his is like down back. So it's down back.
But see, I only played with those two.
Man, so, when you play with him, he's something serious as well. Like Raphael, to me, he one of the greatest on there. He ain't got too many moves with his size and his combos. They string up good, but his whole thing, he kind of like fight a little bit like that, like a person that fight with Batman. If you fight with Batman, you'll use Raphael. So what about you?
Raphael's like Batman? Batman's beastly, bro.
Yeah, to me, because like his whole the rhythm you're using with Raphael. So when a person swing, you can counter they swing and come back at them, and then you can go into a couple of combinations. Then once you start you get into a combination, he'll do like a little power raise thing, and when he do that, he'll build up one of his balls because on his boys now how you were saying like Leonardo, his special was to call up the other turtles. With Raphael, he got one that's something like Catwoman, where just an unbreakable. So when you hit the once you fill up the bar thing, you hit B, and he'll do is like an unbreakable. That's why I say he's something serious.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about you, Super G? You played it yet?
Nah, I ain't had a chance yet, man. I've been a little bit busy, but I'm gonna try to get on there tonight once this is over. See what's up with it.
Yeah, you gotta focus. You gotta focus them turtles. I've been
waiting for them, bro. I've been waiting for a reason to get back in Injustice, and they're the primary reason for that. So I'm gonna jump on there.
You've been playing lately,
bro. Monster Hunter, and then a little bit of Dragon Ball, and then like my backlog, bro, is just deep. So
yeah.
Bro, you're telling me about that.
And it sounds crazy, but I was playing that Tale of the Borderlands, that Telltale game.
Oh, that's so dope.
That's pretty good.
That actually caught me by surprise, man.
Yeah, so that game's funny as hell, bro. So it was something like one night I was just chilling. I was like, I don't like playing nothing. Then I seen that and I was just like, I love Borderlands. So I was like, let me see what this is about. And the thing got me hooked, bro. So I'm about to back it up, too.
That's what's up. I mean, that game hooked me right out the gate, man. I didn't know how it was gonna be. You know, they gave it for free on Games with Gold, so I was like, let me download it. I'll try it one of these days. And like just like you know what I'm saying? It's like you was bored one night. It's like, Borderlands. All right, let me just put this on. Yo, once you see that first episode, yo, you just
honestly, I put it on with the intent of that shit putting me to sleep, bro. Because like straight up, bro, I'll be like, I'm tired, but I can't fall asleep. Let me put this game on, dude. I put that thing on, and I'm asleep, bro. But that game did not put me to sleep, bro. It's on that Wolf Among Us level, bro. Wolf Among Us was a great freaking Telltale game, dude.
So. Yo, Wolf Among Us was one of the best Telltale because the Fable comics are just like top notch, dude. Like they're not given enough love. Dude. Like I think out of all of them, like that
people
was
still
probably
asking
one of the best
too, bro. They still asking for it too.
I thought they announced that
they announced two. They announced two.
Yeah, they did.
I thought they were supposed to came out actually last I think they were supposed to come out on Walking Dead would come out around the holiday time. So this one was supposed to be coming out sometime around this time.
I think they're trying to make it top quality, bro. Because
no, it's
they
after
they said it's
after Batman
that it has.
Do you know how Batman's like wrapping up or whatever, or just
yeah,
or
exactly. True that.
But they look
Among Us, and then the last Walking Dead's gonna come out.
Man.
The very last
then the last Walking Dead, because you had the Batman and they had the Guardians of the
Galaxy.
So they kind of like overlapped. All of them kind of overlapped each other. So now we're at the end of Batman. The next one should be coming out.
Yeah, and I'm really waiting for Wolf Among Us, dude. Like Wolf Among Us is the one that I would absolutely love to get again because, dude, Wolf Among Us, the first season was just, oh my god, bro, it was amazing. Like that one had some of the best storytelling and acting, dude, and out of the Telltale, and like that one is
even the action sequences were great, bro. Like you know how like.
And like the slow, like especially for Bigsby, man, that slow change from the very first episode all the way to episode 5, bro. Like, oh my god, like talk about a killer, bro.
Hey, if anybody is skeptical about a Telltale game, these games are the perfect games to play when you laying down. So you can actually lay down. You know, you just want to play
that's what I'm saying. That's why I turned, dude. That's exactly why I turned all that Borderlands one, bro. Because I was just laid up.
But here's the thing, man. Like a single episode might take you an hour, 2 hours, bro. It'll get you for a little bit, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's what happened, bro. Because I didn't expect it.
Yeah, once you get into that story,
quick, fall asleep with it on. Nope, bro. It hooked me right away, bro. Like right away when the old boy was cutting up when they were in space, and you see the old boy floating out in the back, and he made him a janitor. I was like, I was like, hold on, this thing about to go hard right now, bro. Like, and then that humor is there, and then you actually see Handsome Jack. Because Handsome Jack to me is like one of the dopest villains that they've ever put in any game, bro.
Wow,
like,
that's why they came out with the Handsome collection, bro. That's why they came out with the Handsome collection.
The most like hilarious villains because of the fact that
the comedy and that shit worked so well.
Dude, his cockiness was so in your face, it worked for him. Like, come on, the first time he talked about getting a diamond horse named Butt Stallion, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. He's like, it's gonna be named after you. And when you actually see Butt Stallion in the DLC for Borderlands 2, like, come on, dude.
hey, no, the crazy part. Telltale game, they all across the board, they nail it with the voices and the vibe they put out with every if you go Guardians of the Galaxy, you go to Walking Dead, even with Clementine.
Bro, even the soundtracks.
Yeah, but check
the soundtracks. I love the soundtrack for Borderlands, bro.
Let me give you one that's gonna
Guardians as well.
The Guardians too, bro.
Batman. Hey, think about this though, but Batman was the only one they messed up on. Batman was the only.
I haven't heard that from people. Everybody told me Batman was really good.
No. The game is good. The game is fantastic. I'm talking about, you know, how they nailed that with the voices and the sound and the way the people talk, how they nailed it down, Pat. They nailed down Bruce Wayne. Batman, they destroyed him. I mean, they really went so left with Batman.
Wow. You're the first person that's ever told me that.
Ask anybody. They probably just ain't never just talked about it, or probably was said it to somebody else, and you probably just overlooked, or you know, saying they come to you. But trust me, everybody said his Batman sucked. I mean, when you play the game, you'll see when you hear the Batman.
I'll be the judge of that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out, man. Once I get the time, though, one of them nights I can't sleep or whatever. Yeah, well said. I mean, what's Monster Hunter World gets all the fucking life out of me and shit. Then maybe I might actually put that on.
Nah, y'all know Batman got the voice box. You know how we all accustomed to how Batman sound. When you hear him sounding as Batman, you gonna understand why I'm being so confident and so straight. Like, man, it's terrible. Just the Batman voice, that's it. But everything else,
who did it?
It
wasn't Kevin. What's his name? Conroy or whatever.
No, the person that did the Batman voice.
Conroy. He's from
who did Nathan Drake? Who did
this dude.
Nolan North.
Yeah, that's who did the voice for the Batman.
Hey, I'm burnt out on that fool's voice anyway, because his voice is starting to be like so distinct that you can just like tell it in like anything, bro. Like,
well, I couldn't tell him apart in Deadpool, bro.
No,
he did the voice for Deadpool.
Yeah, well, he did all 3 voices for Deadpool.
What 3 voices?
Man,
I thought he was just Deadpool.
No, man, Deadpool in the video game and everything else, bro. He has 3 voices. There's him. There's his like serious voice, and then there's his childish voice.
Y'all talking about the Deadpool video game?
Yeah, the Deadpool video game.
Oh,
his voice was his voice. I mean, it was the same voice, but it was just different mentalities behind the voice. Like he brought the different mentalities out.
Dude, I already heard like Deadpool, different. Bro. Know what I'm saying? I mean, I've heard Nathan Drake and whatnot. He just sounded different to me. He sounded like Deadpool to me, yo. I don't know.
He did. No, he did a good job on Deadpool. He did a good job.
So I thought that acting was phenomenal, yo. That motherfucker knocked it out the park.
I mean, he good. He good. We was talking about like his like he was trying to
portrayal of Batman.
Yeah,
but I could definitely respect your opinion though, man, because that's all. At the end of the day, it's all about opinions. Know what I'm saying? Just like who their favorite Joker is, right?
right. I mean, that's a whole podcast by itself. Just talking about who their favorite Joker is. Hey, speaking about Batman and the Joker, y'all seen the trailer for the new anime Batman?
Yeah, bro.
Yep. Man,
it looks so good.
Yeah, the Ninja Batman the Ninja. Man, that is crazy. Man, y'all, the anime, I didn't like it at first, but when I started actually looking at how the quality of it, I said, hold up, this actually got some good quality behind it. And then I seen everybody in the trailer.
They got legit artists, bro. Like legit artists.
Yeah. They don't.
And the more that they show about that, the more it gets me excited because now they're showing that in the trailer, they showed the story that
English voice cast. Yo.
Yeah, they showed the English voice cast. They showed the story is that Batman and the Bat family are getting teleported through time with Joker and everyone else to ancient.
Grodd did it, right?
Yeah. I think they said it was Grodd, but they all came across time. So you have Selina, Harley, Grodd, Joker. You have Batman, Red Robin, Red Hood, Nightwing, Damian, like everyone there. And I believe Batgirl was there too.
Yeah.
But like you have everything going in this old school, like Japanese setting where everything's gonna go down. Like Batman's gonna go full on samurai ninja with them. And the best part is like
you put on the samurai suit.
I hear you, and I hear your excitement, bro. But you have to see Gotham by Gaslight, bro. Before you watch that movie.
I know Gotham by Gaslight is literally in my list of things I gotta watch next because I know that you and I was
that was trending all across Twitter.
Yeah, I know that you and I was talking about that. Selena got that cake, bro.
Dude, like, man, that movie.
Why is it rated R?
Bro, that movie is, I believe so because there's a lot of blood. Like when
it's Batman versus it's Batman versus
Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper, bro. Like, come on.
But it's the way they portray like all the other characters. Like I don't want to spoil too much, but like you have these three little boys that are orphans, but they're all Robins. So you have the one that's named Damien, you have the one that's named
wow.
And they're called like the something of Robins. They're little thieves. They're orphan boys that this one I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to spoil it, but one of the bad guys who's now like in the real world, like he has the name of him, but he doesn't look like him. He has him like Hugo Strange and all these other like villains come out, but they're just like real world people. Yeah, and it's sick. And you got like Poison Ivy, who's going by, of course, just like her regular name. She's a harlot, so she's like dancing and stuff. And this little Jack the Ripper just like is preying on all the women, bro. So just think about the women cast of Batman, like all being like preyed on by this. It's legit,
that
dude.
Sounds official. That sounds sick as hell, yo. That's not sick, but I mean dope. It sounds dope.
Why the movies can't get nail stuff like that down? That's crazy. The anime.
Want to know why? Because you ain't got Warner Brothers executives butting in, thinking they know better. All right, that's why.
Because the animated studios know what they gotta do, bro. They don't need to have them button in 24/7. If they treat the live action,
they just look at the sales. That's what they look at.
But what I'm saying is, if they let the live action movies do their thing like they do for the animated, like their movies would do a lot better because their animated studios don't have that interference and they know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, like, dude. Remember the Dark Knight? The Dark Knight Returns. Two-parter
for the Batman standalone movie, they should just copy Red Hood,
right?
Just turn it into live action, the exact same movie. Just turn it live action. Don't change anything.
I know what I think it is, though, that they get directors and whatnot.
You got a solid movie. Yep.
I agree with you though. It should be Red Hood, but
like how they comport and give us remasters of games. Just remaster that movie in live action form. That's it.
Dude, I agree with you 100%.
mean,
That shit would be a home run, a grand slam, actually. All right, but we here know this on this panel and whatnot. But those executives and the filmmakers that they pick, especially the guy that directed the last two Planet of the Apes movies, which was incredible. They were both amazing films. But I'm thinking this dude is going to come with his own take. I'm thinking he's going to bring us some old school Batman detective comic book shit, and he ain't going to bring Red Hood into it. As much as I would love Red Hood, you know what I'm saying? Marvel, they get it right. Why? Because the people that are directing their movies are comic book fans.
Right, but
comic book fans first. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ryan Coogler was talking about that Black Panther was his favorite superhero when he was little. Michael B. Jordan, same thing. That was my favorite superhero. The Russo brothers, comic book nerds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they get all these direct. Josh Whedon, super comic book nerd. All right? You know what I'm saying? These dudes is a bunch of sweaties. Meanwhile, in Warner Brothers, Patty Jenkins, she's seen the Wonder Woman TV show. I don't think she ever read the comic books. You know what I'm saying? But she loved the Wonder Woman TV show and what that represented. You know what I'm saying? Right, Zack Snyder, he's a comic book geek. You know what I'm saying? And as much as they want to slingshot mud at Zack Snyder, he bought them Gal Gadot. He bought them Jason Momoa as Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? Those was his decisions, all right? And the Wonder Woman story that everybody praised last year, oh, Wonder Woman's the shit. Zack Snyder, he doesn't know what he's doing. Patty Jenkins is everything. Look at who the writer of Wonder Woman was, all right? He wrote the plot for Wonder Woman. All right, that's how deeply entrenched he was with Warner Brothers, and it gets me upset that Warner Brothers fucking went and kicked him to the curb and didn't let him finish the Justice League movie. See, as much as I love the Justice League movie, what they brought forth, it was a Frankenstein's monster because there were so many things that were in the trailer that did not come out in the movie.
Man, they got parts that he had on the trailer. I mean, that he was doing his version of the movie would have made the movie make more sense when somebody was breaking down. I was like, damn, man, they butchered the movie. But the whole bill though.
You can see where there were so many different chops at in that movie, where you could see like where the movie just breaks and it goes to something else.
As good as that intro was to Justice League with Batman, those buildings, you could tell they were fucking CG, man. It seems like they painted them bitches in. All right, it still looked good though. Don't get me wrong. I like the way it looked and everything. And then I was like, damn, this is kind of like Zack Snyder, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like Zack Snyder. And then I found out that whole sequence was filmed by Josh Whedon. So they did some extensive reshoots on Justice.
Yeah, they did, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, they did a lot. And you could tell, you can honestly see Josh Whedon's vision, and then you can see Zack Snyder's, bro. You can clearly see it, bro, because you can tell all Zack Snyder's parts are like the more darker, more kick-ass, more serious portions, and you see Whedon's with the lightheartedness of like the Flash and everything, like
the interactions between everyone,
tripping over his feet, and then like the little jokes, and how that whole lasso trick with Aquaman, I guarantee that was Josh Whedon, bro. When he just like started pouring his heart out, like
because he sat, when he sat on.
And as good as that Batman sequence looked in the beginning, can you imagine it? We saw the Wonder Woman sequence, right? We know that was Zack Snyder. All right, you saw the way Wonder Woman got down. She was blocking all the bullets.
Bro,
my only problem, showing her butt cheek, let us know it was Zack Snyder, bro. The butt cheek, bro.
Exactly.
My only issue with that.
Watch 300.
My only issue with the Wonder Woman scene, and I say this, is in that scene when they. No. That it's not even that. It's not even that. The scene was still fine, even with being shortened. My only issue is, and this is where it comes in with the post production, the CG, is that when the guy starts shooting at her and everything goes slow mo, when she dodges one of the bullets, it already passed her, bro. Like it's a fuck up on the timing from the animation team, because when you see her like do the shoulder lean back to dodge a bullet, the bullet already shot past her, like it was already going by. So I'm just like, bro, that's horrible timing.
Man, you dissected like that. Come on, like don't do that to the movie.
If you look at that scene, the bullet's already passing when you start to see her like do the whole pullback to dodge the bullet. It's like it missed you. Why do you gotta dodge?
I would have to see it again, though, man. I'm serious.
I thought that's the bloopers. That's the bloopers. If you don't look that hard at it, that's some shit should be in the bloopers, but man, you shouldn't look that hard at it. But maybe on DC might take some advice since they won't listen to Marvel or take notes from Marvel They might need to take notes from
They should have did a slow build up like the way Marvel did, man. Not just ram everybody into everybody's faces right out the gate, man.
right.
And
But
I like many people that told me they love the Flash. I ain't like the Flash, man.
No, dude. My issue with Ezra Miller, man, is that he's too much of a mix up between Barry and Wally, and it doesn't work because he has too many contrasting personalities. And then the fact is, dude, the boy is like super awkward, and makes it even worse is the fact that when he was running, bro, he looks like he's straight skating. He's not even running. It's like someone needs to teach that boy how to run a track.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. He looks like he's never ran in real life, bro. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like I mean, he's been in a wheelchair his whole life, and he's never ran.
Yeah, I ain't want to say
his running sequences. He looked like someone that has no running technique. Like I'm dead serious. Like it sounds weird, like running technique.
That's what it looks like.
But he looked like he's never ran a day in his life. He looks like someone that you just like that just learned, like a baby that just learned how to walk, bro, trying to run. Like his legs were all over the fucking place. Like
they try to blame it on the suit, though. They try to blame it on the suit because he was saying his running looked deflected, but the suit that he had was like.
Come on, how does CW make it look better, bro? And
exactly, bro. The CW got the.
I'm saying he got spandex on.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big difference, though, man.
But that's a fault on them for trying to give him battle armor.
But let me ask you that though. Let me ask you this: how much of that suit was actually real, and how much was like actually CG on there? Because like Cyborg suit wasn't on him. He just wore one of those freaking Green Man jumpsuits, bro.
Like that, then because his suit is actually physical though. He actually put on that suit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Cyborg. Cyborg was the only one that had it animated.
But that comes down to the fact is, how ain't no one gonna tell the boy he looks like he's a damn figure skater when he's crossing his arms, like swinging to the side, and his legs like flailing behind him.
That running sequence at the end, bro. I was like
that scene is great because I love the fact that they were making on the play on who's the fastest, Superman or
no. That's the ending though. I mean, the thing just before that outtake and shit, before the movie ended, that they showed him running down the street. Yeah, that shit looked at. Oh my god!
Bro, come on.
Like he kept on like stretching out on the ground like he was a cat when he was running too, bro. I did not like that, bro.
Hey, but on the only running scene he had that I did like when he was running towards Superman and all of a sudden Superman's eyes started turning. Man, then the look on his face, when the look he had on his face, that was priceless.
No. That was like actually the best highlight of the whole movie. Really, I love that part right there.
Yeah,
the movie was Superman being OP as hell, bro. That's what we needed though. Like we finally seen a true OP ass Superman, bro. I love that. Yeah, but he came out the whole dynamic of the movie. He just smashed.
He was pissed. He could have bodied all of them if he wanted to, but
yeah. Well, my issue with that is the fact of that they relied so heavily on Superman, man. They made everyone else useless. Like they couldn't do nothing until Superman got around. Like that downplays everyone else. That means that they're useless. And in that whole movie, they even downplayed
fighting. I mean, honestly, like fighting what they were fighting. Them motherfuckers couldn't do nothing. That was Wonder Woman, bro.
Exactly, bro.
Here, again, man, they downplayed everyone when the fact that they were so heavily dependent on needing Superman. And then at that same point that they
remember they actually do though.
Yeah. Hey, hang on. Let me say this: is that they downplayed everyone's use and their strengths at that point, as well as they heavily downplayed Batman. Like in this movie, he barely could take down one parademon, which he has been able to take down parademons fairly easy. He was using guns, which is no issue to me. However, he couldn't take down any.
But that's a 50-year-old Batman, bro.
No, I don't care that it's 50-year-old Batman. And the Dark Knight, we still saw him get in the suit and still whoop Superman's ass and fucking do that shit.
Oh, well, the Dark Knight, he actually got fucked up, yo.
Yeah, he's still in this movie. Hey, in this movie, he's recovering from the ass whooping he got in Dark Knight and the
Dark Knight, right?
He still went to town on Batman. He still went to town on Superman. He still had the stuff to do him, and he helped go against Doomsday. Like
man,
Doomsday
he ain't do nothing to do.
What I gotta say about that though is that if you think about the end of the movie when Superman showed up, the Justice League should have just left.
Yeah, bro, that's basically what it was.
Pretty much did. And then when Superman had left him again,
hey guys, like, Superman's here. Let's all go out to lunch. Like shit, man.
I still enjoyed it, man. I still enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed it, but like I said, it definitely deserved more than the hate that it got. But there are definite points where
it's not no damn 25 or 45, whatever it got.
But like I said, you still got to be able to acknowledge where it had its major faults.
I give that movie a high. Probably like a 70, between like a 78 and like an 81 or something.
Dude, it's a 78, man. 7.8 right there, bro. That's where I put it at.
Yeah, I would put it just a tad higher, 7.9. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like I said,
the highest I would go is like an 8.1, 8.2, somewhere around there. Nothing higher than that.
I mean, but it still was an enjoyable movie to just go back.
That's what we're talking about.
Yo, this is a rating scale. I seen it more than
pointing out flaws that, you know what I'm saying, that were a little cringeworthy.
I seen it more than once, and I'm buying it and I ordered the Blu-ray, bro. If it was not good, I wouldn't order that movie and put it in my collection.
Man, I don't know if they got an extended version.
I agree with you.
That's what I was asking. Do you know if the Blu-ray has an extended version? Because I bought the one like the 4K.
Nah, bro.
It was like $27 or something. Like
that. That's why I wait for I think, matter of fact, it might have been you, Kaleidoscope, that had talked me into rewatching Batman versus Superman. Because when I went to the movies and see it, I was like, man, Superman ain't much. It's supposed to be his movie. He ain't much in the movie, like talking about. But then when I went back and I watched it again, the extended version, it was more like it showed you Superman's side of what's going on. They could have made it
very good, dude.
Yeah,
exactly though.
That's actually turned the whole movie around for me. I was like, okay, now this movie make more sense because at first
it made a lot of like with the black lady who like
you didn't say that, the black lady.
And the Puerto Rican dude, that was sent to lockup.
Yeah,
that got branded.
Yeah,
it was like you see all those scenes play out and whatnot, and then you find out about the lead-based wheelchair and whatnot. She's like, he couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that those executives at Warner Brothers fucked up on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Stuff that made sense.
It's like they don't pay attention to the story and shit. They're like, nah. We want a movie that we could play like multiple times in a day. That's a 3-hour movie. It has to be 2 hours and a half. And Justice League, the cut that Josh Whedon had was 2 hours and 45 minutes.
That fool cut it down.
That was the cut that Josh Whedon had. And they was like, no, it needs to be a 2-hour film. And they mandated that a month before it released. And the one that mandated that was the head of Warner Brothers Pictures.
That shit was like Warner Brothers.
That's why the movies be so choppy. That's why the movies be so choppy and they doing stuff like that. So they should at least have the extended version on the DVDs.
Exactly.
I mean,
or check it. Put both of them shits in theaters at once. Put the regular one and the fucking extended in the theaters at once, bro. Let people pick what they want to go watch.
Man, everybody gonna go see the extended one.
Of course, everybody already seen the short version.
Put the same ticket. Shit, you might even get people to watch it twice because you'll have me to watch the extended, and then one of my buddies probably be like, "I'm gonna watch the regular one," and then I come out and be like, "Yo, like this was sick. This isn't happening." He's like, "What? I didn't see that. Let me go back." You might even get double dippers, bro. Like, it's
they should have done something like that, but now it's too late, though, man. It's too late.
Yeah, but what they should do is put it on disc. We have like one, you know what I'm saying, one side is the regular version, then the extended version. And they can sell it like that. And pretty much like DLC. That's DLC.
The Blu-ray had both versions and shit.
Right. Yeah. And just call it DLC. We used to it.
A lot of movies have done like that.
Man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, though, that just even hopefully with the extended edition, if there is one, and we know that there is supposed to be a Zack Snyder cut if we ever see it, which we doubt. I hope that it does justice and helps to fill in some of the cracks that we would see that we saw like in BVS.
They removed Darkseid from the movie, bro.
Yeah. but that's what I'm saying though, is that I hope that this extended cut helps to kind of fill in a lot of the blanks that were left in the movie that made no sense, and that it helps to kind of give it a little bit of
justice.
Yeah, justice.
Exactly,
like they did with BVS.
With the
like here's the
original
thing.
soundtrack, bro.
Yeah.
I want that original soundtrack.
like look at this. Like with Batman versus Superman, when they did the extended cut, it helped to fill in a lot of the gaps that helped to segment that movie that made it all over the place and give it a little bit more connection. It didn't solve all the issues because of the issue with Batman versus Superman was just story writing. But at least with the extended cut, it helped to fill in those gaps that were shot that weren't shown and kind of help clean it up. And I hope that we get.
Was that Martha part really that bad? I've seen a lot of people like make memes about it. It was like Martha.
I didn't think it was that bad at all. I thought it made perfectly in the film.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but I don't like the way they presented it. The way they when it went
they
by,
just made it a joke is all. That's what it is.
Yeah, they made it more of a joke.
They made it a joke, but I thought it made sense in the whole overall context of the story.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because Batman's mother
why
just happened to be named Martha, and this dude is saying his mother's name, so he's like, "Yo, how the hell you heard about my mom's?" You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong?
Like here's the thing that Batman needs to get over.
It would have stopped. I think it would have at that particular.
Yeah, but
I think it would have stopped anybody in their tracks hearing their mom.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dude just comes up and says your mom. And he's like, you don't know I'm Bruce Wayne, man. How the fuck does this dude know my mom's?
Right.
Well, yeah, I guess at that part, but I mean at the same time too, like one, Martha's a common name, and two, everyone knows Martha Wayne and Thomas Wayne. Like he that's when he was too far into the persona to realize that one. It's common too is that Martha Wayne and Thomas Wayne are like known, like they were rich philanthropists. They were but
it would give anybody pause though if there's you fighting somebody and the dude just says your mom's name and shit. He thinks he's fighting Batman. He doesn't know he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Even if he knew he was Bruce Wayne, but the thing about it was, somebody called.
Say your mom name. Explain it to me. Enlighten me, bro.
Man, because Superman can see through you.
Yeah, Superman can literally see through his mask.
Yeah, but this the thing about it though. What I didn't like about it was Batman.
How do we know he can see through his mask? Suppose his shit was made out of lead, huh? He can't see through lead.
I mean, hey. He had lead on all the time.
Yo, I throw curveballs all the time, bro.
But still, he had the regular mask on. Then he had the one he fought Superman in. But Superman ran across him with his regular suit on, so Superman seen straight through that.
Yeah, but he didn't though. He just talked straight up to him, man. Anyway, he could have just said, "Yo, I know who you is, Bruce Wayne."
Yeah, but this what they messed up. You know when he cut his face. And he said, "Do you bleed?" And then the whole Martha thing. I want to see him make him bleed from like a punch or something like that. I think that'd have been more.
To make Batman bleed from a punch, he would kill him, bro.
No. From Batman to make Superman bleed. When Batman was over Superman, he said, when he said about do you bleed? Then he came back and he cut him.
He said, "Do you bleed?" He said, "Do you bleed?" When Superman first met Batman in the middle of the street, where Batman fucking rammed his car into him.
Right. Well, here's another thing.
That's what he said. He didn't say that when he was fighting him.
No. But think about this. Hang on. Here's a little wrench at both sides. Because think about this. Okay. Think about when at Lex Luthor's party, when Bruce Wayne runs into Clark Kent and they're talking, and Clark asks Bruce about what he thinks of the Batman, and then Batman and Bruce kind of mocks the Daily Planet's love for Superman. They have this kind of assumption because of the way that they interact that they both have a thought about it. Because one, we already knew that Bruce knew about Superman at that point and kind of knew about Clark Kent. And during that interaction, it's implied with the way that the conversation went that Clark would know at that point that Bruce is Batman. That would kind of give an idea on why we can kind of infer that they knew about each other.
I don't think they knew who they was when they met each other.
It's not explicit.
The one that knew was Lex Luthor. He knew Bruce Wayne was Batman, and he knew Clark Kent was Superman, and he introduced him for the first time. And then he's like, "Watch the grip." He's like, I'll be scared of this dude or whatever. Know what I'm saying? When he shakes somebody's hand, some shit like that he said. So Lex Luthor right out the gate knew who they were, and he made them meet on purpose because he was planning to pit them against each other.
Hey, but then look at this here. Superman was over listening to Batman conversation when he was Bruce Wayne, when Bruce Wayne was talking to Alfred about stuff that was going on in the Batcave. Mm-hmm. Superman overheard that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they ain't say it was the Batcave though. He just knew that this dude, Bruce Wayne, was talking to somebody else
about some thieving stuff, about taking some or downloading the information that they needed out of the LexCorp. And he was telling him about, but the way he was saying it was letting him know
you don't know how Batman operates. Think about it. He was there. He went over there and he asked Bruce Wayne, like, "What are you doing about the Batman?" You know what I'm saying? He's tearing up your city and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then Batman alluded to like, oh, something about clowns and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which was a reference to the Joker.
Right. When he was talking about Superman.
Yeah, but they didn't know who each other was, man.
And that's what I'm saying, though, is that's how we can kind of infer from their conversation, the way that they're talking, that they have an idea. Because one, Superman was listening, and the way that they talk to each other. Yeah, man, come on.
I mean,
he suspected Bruce Wayne was up to something, but he didn't know what he was up to. You know what I'm saying? Because if you overhear the conversation and analyze the conversation that Bruce had with Alfred, Superman just knows that they were stealing some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff on LexCorp, if that. But that's about it. You know what I'm saying? He's not thinking that Bruce Wayne is actually Batman because he wouldn't have asked him about him.
I mean that's true. It could go either way. We all could agree one thing. That was some bad writing because we shouldn't be left in this conversation. That's some terrible writing. But anyway, though,
I don't know. I enjoyed the shit out of it, man.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I'm just saying, like, right?
Dude, Batman versus Superman put me to sleep. It legitimately put me to sleep.
Well, yeah, the theatrical version, man. Once I seen the extended cut, dude, that shit, it actually seemed shorter than a 2.5 hour movie we saw in the theaters. Why? Because it connected the dots. It made the movie flow better. All right. While the censored version or the cut version that we saw in the theater, that shit put me to sleep.
Scratching my head too much.
Yeah,
that shit put me to sleep because you would see scenes and it wouldn't leave the fuck nowhere. That I was like, wow, what's up with this? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I watched it. I went twice to the theaters. The second time around, I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep. And then I saw the 3 hour version. Dude, I've seen that shit like 9 times already. All right, because I just think the movie flows so much better and whatnot. And the dialogue, I think, is on point, yo. But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
There's a lot of Zack Snyder fans out there, bro. And none of them is saying that the writing was bad. But then again, that's their opinion as well, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. My opinion is like not all of the writing, some of the writing and they overdid the CG. Nah, that
just like how about all the people that had issues with Man of Steel?
I like
writing
Man
was
of Steel.
Terrible. I know, but I didn't think the writing was terrible at all. I was like, damn, that writing was official, man. What y'all talking about?
Yeah, Man of Steel was all right, but everything after that, man.
I don't know. I loved everything after that too.
Dude,
the year the Suicide Squad came out, that was my favorite movie of the year.
Suicide Squad?
Yeah, the year that shit came out, that was my favorite movie of the year. Yo, I must have gone at least 5 or 6 times to see that movie in the theater. And then when it came out on Blu-ray, on DVD,
hey, meet this man Mike, man.
I got his opinion, man.
You had to sit down.
That's Suicide Squad, bro. Oh my god,
dude, I gotta hit it, especially the extended version. Man, I love that video montage. The way they did that shit.
She don't stop gyrating and wiggling around, bro. Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude, look at the way she's gyrating and wiggling around. You see the magic flowing off her body, bro. Right or wrong?
Oh shit, dude. That movie had me dying, bro. That movie was so stupid, dude. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, I like Harley Quinn. You know what I'm saying?
I like their portrayal of a lot of characters, man.
Hey, who the hell don't like Margot Robbie, bro?
To Enchantress. Enchantress is the menacing, especially when she looked at like that darker form and shit. Especially when she first changed and she did that flipping over the hand shit. I was like, whoa,
man,
that shit looks sick.
Man, what's his name, man? I don't know who he played, like, the fire one, Pyro. He was like a Pyro type person.
Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo.
Oh,
yeah.
he was man.
Was hey, when I was first watching him, he was on the back burner. I ain't really pay him no mind, but what he did at the end, that gave me a whole different respect for who he was and the things that he did. You know what I'm saying? I really had to respect that man for just, you know what I'm saying, the way they put him together. I was like, man, they did their thing with him, with the writing part on him. Boomerang.
Dude, I love the dialogue in that movie, yo, man. He's like, yo, he's leading you around like a carrot, like a donkey with a carrot on a stick. It's like, didn't you see that, man? We pay to take the fall and all this bullshit. Man, I liked that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was good for what it was. I give it that. Like they had a couple of people like Croc. They didn't have enough of Croc in the movie. You know, so
I
they
love Croc in the movie as well, man. I mean,
I remember they ain't
I
showing
agree
enough
he
of him.
wasn't enough in the movie,
My
but
man look like
what
a thing,
was
bro.
there
Come on, get real, y'all.
with that southern accent, I was feeling it, man.
My
You
dude
know
look
what
like
I'm
a great
saying?
thing,
Just like
bro.
Captain
Come on.
Boomerang, I was feeling his accent as well. That Aussie accent, what's up, mate? You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah,
It's like, I
Boomerang
don't
was
know. It's just so many
but
things with the characters that I like.
Boomerang was in that what a total of the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, basically. Like he was barely doing shit throughout the whole movie. He was just there.
But
Just
want to know
disappeared all the time.
what I could say actually attest to Boomerang? I actually liked his scenes in the movie better than I liked Hawkeye in the first Avengers movie.
Hawkeye was trash though.
No, at the end of the day, it's everybody's opinion, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I live in Puerto Rico and shit, and the consensus out here in Puerto Rico, most people love the film. But then again, it's everybody's opinion. Ain't nobody wrong.
I mean, but yeah, that mean I could see that you know what I'm saying, the vibe it probably
like
put
I
out.
understand why the issues you had with the movie and why you ain't like them. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But what didn't work for you didn't necessarily work for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean it worked for me. My bad. Doesn't mean it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work for you, but definitely worked for me.
Some of the stuff that it didn't bother you, the points that bothered me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
So at the end of the day, movies are subjective. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could say like Ghost in the Shell is like the illest movie that came out with, featuring cyberpunk. Not a lot of people agree with me, but then there's certain people that do go out and actually check the film. I was like, yo, you know what, Kaleidoscope? That shit was dope. I ain't think that shit because motherfuckers was like dissing the shit out of it, Scarlett Johansson, this, and that. I saw the movie and that shit was lit.
Yeah, I mean, I like Ghost in the Shell. It was a good movie.
Dude, Ghost in the Shell was phenomenal.
It was a lot of bright, pretty colors everywhere though.
Dude, it was visually amazing because it's exactly what you would have expected from a real life version of Neo Tokyo. My only issue with that, whatever. My only issue with that was the fact that they combined the storyline from the movie, the original Ghost in the Shell movie, and the storyline from Standalone Complex. They took both of those storylines and tried to combine them into the movie. That was my only issue. But outside of that, the movie itself was phenomenal. It was well done. I liked the characters. It was just a great movie, and it got shit on. Yet if you look at anywhere else in the world, everyone loved that movie and was just like, yeah, that's good. The only people who were complaining about that shit was right here in the States because they were just like, oh, whitewashing this, that, blah, blah, bullshit, whatever. I don't give a shit. If you know the story of Ghost in the Shell, you would know that the Major's been in multiple shells. She's been a dude, been a little girl, and yes, she may know her heritage of Motoko Kusanagi. However, she's still an android and has no ethnicity. Shut the hell up.
Hey, you pronounced that perfect. I had to stop just to say that because, man, yeah, you had a perfect pronunciation.
The only thing I gotta correct you on though is that she's not really an android. It's just a brain inside a shell.
Yeah, well whatever. The shell is still just an android's body. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Still, the shell's like that, man. It's still.
She's a cyborg, cybernetic organism.
Man, hey, y'all you gotta
remember with cyborgs are part human, part.
Yeah, exactly. To that.
Androids are full on robots.
Hey, this kind of off subject, but I just want to ask y'all: have y'all ever seen Sophia? It's not a movie; it's a real AI that they got it became first AI became a legal citizen. I heard in actually I think it's in Iraq.
No.
Yeah, that's I know that was all subject, but y'all was talking about the AIs and they just remind me of something I came across. But anyway, though, man, y'all ready to get to this off with your head segment?
You already know, bro.
Wait, before we go off the head though, man. Black Lightning, bro. We ain't touch up on this week's episode of Black Lightning.
Because I'm watching this week's episode. I see I messed up because I
see you need to see it for the show, bro. You need to see it beforehand, man.
Hey, look, this week kind of caught me off guard because they put it out yesterday when I was looking on the CW. Man, they put it out a day early. I'm just like, yo, what's this?
No, it come out on Mondays.
I thought
yesterday was Tuesday.
Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday, bro. It comes out on Wednesdays, I thought.
No. It comes out on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's on the CWC.
Okay, well see now that's where I'm messing up, man, because I could have sworn that Flash was on Tuesdays.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it is. It come on after the Flash. They move Supergirl to Mondays.
Yep, exactly. Supergirl's on Mondays now.
Right.
Then what's on Wednesdays?
I guess Arrow.
Arrow on Wednesdays. And
Arrow, I think it's been on Wednesday since like forever.
Hey, Legends of Tomorrow gonna be back too.
But Legends of Tomorrow came out back last week, and they on Mondays now.
Well, they probably on after Supergirl. They're doing a double header.
I could have sworn that it was always Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because they had Flash Tuesday.
Yeah, it changed up.
It was back in the day.
Up.
Yeah, now it's just Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Oh man, now they got me all fucked up. What the hell?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna try to really spoil anything.
CWC.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. I don't really want to spoil anything, but this week's episode of Black Lightning.
Yo, bro, they finally talk about what Gambi be up to, man. Like I was wondering, like, how the hell this Taylor, man, be getting this trippy ass gear to do that. I was like, I know what he did. I was like, I know how they had him in the comics. I was like, well, I didn't know which version they were gonna go with. And now that they showing off, I'm just like, yo, all right.
So what version they went with?
They went with the version where he works for the government.
Man, hey, y'all know this episode. I mean, you know that y'all know this, and I'm willing to take my lick. Y'all know
it's spoilerific. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this: they went with the storyline where Gambi was a friend of Jefferson and his dad, and he works for the government, and that's where I'll leave it, because trust me, once they go into it, bro, and you kind of see where things have laid on what they're teasing from the past and where they're going, you're gonna want to see it yourself. This one is definitely one where, even though we spoilerific, this one you gotta experience, bro.
Oh, dude, there's this one scene though. I like the way they touch up on like the way society is nowadays and whatnot.
Oh, definitely.
There was a scene right at the beginning of the episode. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody's ODing on that drug. What's that drug called again?
Green light.
Green light.
Yeah, somebody's ODing on green light and whatnot, and he's basically beating the crap out of two cops, two boys in blue. You know what I'm saying? And what was their first instinct? To pull out their guns.
Man.
All right, and then Black Lightning drops down in the middle, tries to calm the kid down. You know what I'm saying? After he, told the cops to chill, and he ends up getting in a scuffle with the kid and basically tases him. And then he's like, yo, the next time before you decide to pull your guns, pull your tasers first.
Yeah. He's just sitting there. He's like, man, think about what you're doing. He's like, try a taser before you immediately go to a gun, man.
Right. Hey, that's one thing
cops all carry tasers now. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's their first instinct.
Yeah, man.
And the guy was unarmed. You know what I'm saying? The shit that happens now in today's society, and they ain't dwell on it. Once that scene happened, right? It was just a quick scene, and then let's move along into the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I like the way they touch up on society in the episodes of Black Lightning. Dude, it's like an urban masterpiece, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like a step above what they did with Luke Cage.
Yeah, man.
It's more than a step above Luke Cage. Because Luke Cage, they did a small bit on one episode, maybe two. He probably on kind of acknowledged anything. But with this here, I like it because it's small and it's contained, and you know what I'm saying? He got his mission that he going after. So you don't have all this big world ending stuff going on with him. So you can see how they do introduce him into the Flash, how they could been overlooked him for so long and haven't mentioned him because he pretty much stuck to, you know what I'm saying, handling business in his neighborhood from the area he from. That's what he's trying to take care of right now. That's why Flash and the Green Arrow and nobody else to really talked about them on their shows, so they can get away with it when they do introduce Black Lightning to the other shows, because they keeping it contained and they keeping it right there. And that's one thing I gotta say. I appreciate about the show.
Right now, there are rumors though. Rumors. Yeah, but right now we know that it's not. They stated that, and Greg Berlanti's come out, is that it doesn't exist in the Arrowverse right now. That it's not in the same universe, and if it does, it's probably going to be a multiverse thing. Because they're gonna probably do it like they did with Supergirl.
No, I don't think on Supergirl's world. I doubt it. He's not gonna be on Supergirl's world.
No, I think
too many things happen in Supergirl season 2 that he can't be on that shit.
Yeah, right. Because you got to think that he has to exist, and one there have to be rumors about him in the past because he was a vigilante. So we know that it would make sense if he was in a city like Freeland, kind of like how Green Arrow was, a vigilante for so long. Except he went, he put up the costume for 9 years, and the talks about him kind of died out, but he was a hero in the city to the people and not necessarily to anyone else outside. So I mean, they could do it that way. However, I don't think they are.
I mean,
especially since you got to think too is that Black Lightning had these powers. He wasn't a meta or anything else like they've introduced in Arrow and the Flash and everything else. He was born with these intrinsically.
But on the Arrow, if you notice, they always never cross that line of saying they had other like mutants or metahumans that didn't come from the explosion. They never said they didn't have it in the that existed. They might, like you said, they can get away with not talking about Black Lightning because of how he just contained into his little area. So they still can get away with that, and it still will work if they do introduce him in the same universe. Because I think it'll work just for the simple fact of Flash and the Arrow never crossed that line where they box themselves in the corner saying they have other people like in this universe, like how they did pretty much Supergirl was pretty much they got boxed in the corner because she was on a different network. Now they got on the CW.
But they also wrote out with that when they did the Flash crossover is that he ran so fast he ran through the universe and he crossed dimensions. This is when he was first.
Yeah, but that was because of season 1, and she wasn't on the CW at the time. If she was on the CW, they wouldn't have had to do that.
Yeah, so if it was that way out the gate. However, they were able to use one of their key components about the Flash to be able to do that. And then once they did, what have they been using to get around? Hey, look, Cisco is Vibe. We know that he's Vibe in the comics. He's gotten his powers to where he's able to create the breaches that kind of help get across the multiverse, because of the fact that that's what the Vibe does. The Vibe's powers literally allows him to see and manipulate the Speed Force just as much as a Speedster does. However, he's a major antithesis to a Speedster. Like, that's one of the big reasons he was added into the Justice League, is because of the fact that they felt that if they didn't have him to be able to kind of watch him, at least Batman thought, is that he would be a big a problem for Barry, for the Flash, because of the fact that he can see across the multiverse for traces of the Speed Force. That's what his big power is that's why his vibes affected Barry and a lot of the other speedsters so badly, is because that's what he does. That's why him and Gypsy are such big players.
Damn Gypsy, yo.
Yeah, she's something serious too.
Yo, but
I haven't seen the Flash.
As hell, and I'm glad that my boy Cisco's getting some love, man. That's my boy. Like, if there's anyone I'm like closer to at all, like it's Cisco, man. That's my boy right there.
I feel you. I got to touch up on something on Black Lightning though. First, I want to ask Super, did you see that episode?
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, I know, I know Bloody didn't see the whole episode because you said something about the comic books, which actually didn't show up in the episode. In the episode, they actually throw you a serious fucking curveball when it comes to Gambi. All right, they throw you a serious curveball, bro.
So they start with the base, but then they go all the way out.
Yeah, dude, they did some shit in this episode that was just ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to finish it up here.
And the stuff that they did with Monica, yo, Super. I love the shit that they did with Monica in this episode. The older daughter. I don't want to say what happened, know what I'm saying? But you saw. But what did you think? What did you think? Was that shit official?
And this is the oldest daughter.
Yeah, the oldest daughter.
It was legit, bro.
They want to say who the bitch now.
Her cheek, her suit. Oh my gosh!
Oh, she got her suit. She made her suit now.
Man,
no, dude, so we got throwing kicks, bro, and her cheeks ripped her suit.
Oh my gosh, yo, you telling me? And it makes certain sense because they showed it in the previous episode.
Is that they were teasing her suit?
And then even the younger sister's fight scene, bro, I was like, oh, she's already with it.
Oh yeah, bro, when she went down on them,
she finally had throw them hands.
Oh, dude, there's some girls. Yeah, bro. So she was at the roller rink, right? And there was some girls who was talking some shit, bro. and they tried to go at her, man. She threw down and got down on it.
Damn. She got some arms, bro.
Yo, she hurt him. Really, she basically hurt old girl, man, badly. All right.
Yeah.
Which brought some serious repercussions, obviously, but what I'm saying is like you just gotta watch the show.
Right.
And the stuff that they did with Tobias Wales, dude, that shit caught me out of left field.
That was crazy. That
right?
Wow.
I ain't see that coming, bro.
Yo, you know what about the whole like Arrow universe and all that coming together? We do know about like I guess there being magic at play, not just with his powers, but like when Tobias talks about like what happened with him and his life, bro, like it's crazy.
See, and we know magic exists.
How about that letter he received, yo?
Yeah, because the best thing about it is that we know magic exists in that universe now because of the fact that one, we had we had Damien Dark, we had the League of Assassins with Ra's al Ghul and all them on what they talked about, and then of course they brought in Constantine, bro. They brought in Constantine, so we know that magic has that big appeal, so that can open doors to other people too, bro.
Well, y'all all see the last episode. Know what I'm saying? Remember when y'all saw that his boss, that lady? I forgot what her name is.
Lady Eve.
Yeah, Lady Eve and whatnot. And Super saw it, so Tobias actually receives a letter that he cuts open, and ashes with like pieces of bone fall out that bitch. All right, and what did she say in the previous episode? Oh, we used to take, albinos and grind their bones up to magic powder.
Albinos got that magic powder.
Yeah, and then there was a letter, but I don't remember what they said in the letter. Did they actually say what was in the letter? Super? I don't recall that. It's like he looked at it, but it's like they ain't say it, so I'm thinking they might reveal it later or something.
Oh, y'all talking about that's on the newest episode that went on in.
Yeah, yo, there was some bugged out shit that went down in this episode, yo. I shit you not. And not just with Monica, the younger daughter, Tobias Wales, and Black Lightning himself, Gamby. I mean, they're moving all the players, even Jefferson's moms. And know what I'm saying? And then his father comes into play. You know what I'm saying? Which they've mentioned throughout the series as well. So it's like everything is like closing in.
Speaking about that, man, when they with what Anissa was looking up, bro, when you were seeing she was watching that video from that conspiracy theorist, bro.
You talking? Yeah,
Anissa's her name, bro.
But they called her Monica in this episode.
Well, remember they give her nicknames, bro, because remember they also call her Harriet Tubman, but the oldest daughter is Anissa, bro.
Yeah, that was a joke there though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her name's Anissa. She's went by Monica in that store, so no one knew who the hell she really was, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
just going by what I saw in the episode, but yeah, I guess it wasn't Nessa and whatnot in the previous episodes. Yeah. They called her Monica though, man.
Yeah, bro, when I saw her really start showing off her powers, I was like, bro, this is how you know she's Thunder. When she was stomping those fools out in the fucking parking lot, cracking the pavement with her stomps, bro, like going straight off. I was like, yeah, because first you feel the thunder and then comes the lightning.
Yep, exactly, bro.
All the time when she tags up with her sister, bro.
I know, man.
Yeah,
that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be so fucking sick, man. And I'm just loving the way the whole show is coming off, yo. These guys actually take some serious thought into their scripts. And the thing that had me tripping, the black signal. He actually told no dude, just think of it as the black signal. I was like, what?
Oh man.
I was
so
like,
you got one of the Batman, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That shit had me dying, yo. So does Batman exist in that world? Is he actually in the Arrowverse?
Well, they keep making references. I don't think they can actually go full on with Batman.
Yeah, no doubt. But they made references to Bruce Wayne.
Well, I think they've been making references to Bruce Wayne.
They have. They've shown like Wayne Tower and just
they shown Wayne Tower. There's and one of the episodes of the Arrow you see in the magazine, they talk about Wayne Industries. And then, when he's talking about when he's being investigated for being the Green Arrow, he's like, do you really think that I can just run out like some sort of Bruce Wayne? He's just like with being in the spotlight and being a vigilante. They keep referencing Batman, but I don't never think
they never actually said Batman. They need to bring Gotham to the CW.
Not the Gotham show.
What y'all think, man?
Gotham, it's fun.
Everybody, I think, said nah at the same time.
Yeah, nah. Look, Gotham works in its own universe, but don't bring that over. That's
an Elseworld story. That's what that is. The Elseworld story, like Batman Ninja.
It's too far.
That's like Gotham by Gaslight and Batman Ninja. That's it.
Yeah,
that's what Gotham is.
It ain't that far.
Exactly.
Nah, because none of that ever came off like that in the comic books, yo.
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne being that young and all these villains going up against Commissioner Gordon. Nah, bro.
And Batman and Bruce as a kid never knew Selena. He never met Selena.
He ain't no Selena Kyle or all that stuff.
So they didn't have this long-standing relationship that's been off and on since they were kids. Nothing like that. It don't work.
It's like I'm sure it works in the context of the show though, because
in the show, but that's not gonna bring over. That's not gonna bring over.
Yeah, people would throw a fit if they try to connect that to the Arrowverse show.
Yeah, Gotham works fine on its own, but trying to bring that to the Arrowverse, no, it's not gonna do anything.
Nah, if they do a Batman series,
yeah. If they do a true
y'all seen
no, they don't even need to do a Batman series. Do like they do with Supergirl when they bring in Superman.
Have like Superman how they pop up every now and then, so have Batman pop up.
Like there's been the talks about the Titans live action, how we're gonna see Nightwing and all them, and there was talks for the longest time to bring Nightwing onto the Arrow show. So if they still do that and bring over, then they can have an episode where they actually meet Batman and have them kind of show up and do their own Batman for the TV show that they can use to call in. But I don't think they need to have Gotham or any sort of dedicated show like that, because we already know that the Superman who shows up at Supergirl is a phenomenal Superman. He does it really well, and he doesn't overplay it. He doesn't overstay his welcome or anything. He doesn't try to outshine Supergirl. They do well with the writing for both. And I think if they do that with Batman, they can do it to have him just kind of show up here and there. But they don't need to have him dedicated on the show 24/7, because then that pulls the attention away from the other characters.
Hey, they should have used the Superman out of Smallville. That's what my hope was.
Yeah,
for Supergirl, I mean, it would have made more sense because they be referencing Smallville.
I think he could have possibly worked. He could have worked, but this dude worked as well, though, man. I didn't think he would work at first. When I first seen like the pictures of him, I was like, man, this motherfucker look dorky. But then when I actually seen the episodes, I was like, wow, actually, I can see it. I could actually see it now, man. And he looks more like Superman than the dude from Smallville. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he more known though. The dude from Smallville more known for being Superman.
More known to whom?
And people watch Smallville. A lot of people watch Smallville.
Exactly. I wasn't one of them.
I'm not gonna lie though. I grew up watching Smallville, and my aunt loved Smallville. Cause bro, she literally, my aunt when I was growing up, and Smallville was so big.
I try to watch. This is still
gotta think too that that Smallville was one of the biggest shows back on the WB before it was the CW. Before they
exactly. True that.
And I grew up watching that show with her because she loved that show. It was a great drama, great superhero story. They did a lot of great characters back in the day, and she still has every season on DVD.
Yep.
Yeah, she has all the DVDs of all the seasons because Smallville was one of those shows for her, bro. And I can respect that. And he's not lying, bro. Everyone knows the actor from Smallville better as Superman more than the new boy from Superman.
Well, yeah, I know. People wanted him to be in Man of Steel instead of Henry Cavill.
Oh no!
Why don't you just bring Tom Welling back and whatnot? That's his name, Tom Welling and whatnot.
Tom Welling, yeah.
But me personally, what I see, like I tried to watch the first season, but it seemed like some teenage comedy type thing. I mean, not teenage comedy, but some teenage drama shit that I was like, yo, this is not Superman.
Well,
and then my cousin had like the entire series on DVD as well. You know what I'm saying? So I found out like Supergirl ended up coming out. There were episodes that the Justice League was featured in, or Impulse when Impulse showed up. And I was like, you know what? Let me those episodes because I want to see
Arsenal
those.
On there too.
They had the Justice League. Remember, Cyborg came out on that as well.
Yep, they also had Red. They had
Hawkman. You had Stargirl was on that. You know what I'm saying? So they had a couple of comic book geeky goodness that did show up on the show, but those would be the only episodes that I actually watched. All right,
bro,
everything else,
it really does. It's a drama for certain. It definitely is.
I
but
say it's another Gotham.
No, this one is significant. This is miles.
Yeah, he never even put on a Superman suit, bro.
No,
it's like 10 seasons or 11 seasons. How many seasons was it?
10.
Still ain't put on a Superman costume.
He put it on it in the 10th season at the last episode.
Yeah, he put it on last episode.
But I mean,
that was like 10. That was like 10 seasons too late, bro.
Nah. They had everything that you wanted. They had the Supergirl.
And then that Doomsday at the end of the final episodes, man, they shouldn't have even brought Doomsday into the picture, man. I don't know. I just found it way too cheesy, you know what I'm saying? But I understand why y'all like it. Don't get me wrong.
Nah, it
wasn't for me, though. It wasn't for me. I'd rather watch Clark and Lois, yo.
Yeah, it was just more about the nostalgia.
And I hated that.
Yeah, that was a crazy show too. But speaking about it, y'all seen that the Krypton? Is the new TV show? I think it's gonna be on Sci-Fi.
Yep.
Where they gonna be showing?
I haven't seen anything on it. No.
No. It ain't out yet. It ain't out yet.
No, I haven't even seen a trailer or anything like that.
The trailer looks official.
Yeah.
It looks like something out of Man of Steel. All right.
Does it?
And it's actually what is it? His grandfather, right? I think it's his grandfather and shit. Yeah, it's his grandfather. And Adam Strange from the current timeline goes back into the past because something happens in the future that Superman doesn't exist.
Oh.
All right, because they found out a way to save Krypton. All right. So Krypton doesn't actually explode, and Clark doesn't actually, or Kal-El doesn't get sent into outer space to Earth. And that fucked up the current timeline. So Adam Strange goes back into the past and whatnot in order to correct the timeline and explains the repercussions of this dude's grandson. And he actually, is like, damn, you're right. He actually, Krypton needs to explode because of the way the society's built, the way the society is. Now, having a premise like that is intriguing by itself.
Yeah.
Right, but man, think about it. If somebody tell you, man, you got to let Earth explode so you can save our planet.
Well, he got to let Krypton explode.
Yeah. Do you think you could do that for the Earth? Like, man, I let the whole Earth explode so y'all planet could survive. I mean,
you said Earth again.
Yeah, Krypton.
Yeah, no. I'm saying I'm talking about kaleidoscope. Say kaleidoscope. If somebody asks you,
to let the Earth explode.
Yeah,
man.
so
it's like the first thing is I already have a daughter. Know what I'm saying? I got two grandkids. I'll be like, oh hell nah, man. Yo, I could get no, hell no. It's like I feel for you, son. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't happening.
Right. You might well just come on, move here. I got a room for you. That's the best you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Is like the way he must break it down to him must be something serious. So I want to know what's happening in the current timeline, right? In order to find out why this dude is actually going to agree to have his planet fucking blow the fuck up.
Right. And it better make sense. It better be some like
exactly. It better make sense, yo.
Yeah, because they throw some shit together. I'm quitting on that first episode. I don't care. If it's how good it might be.
Well, I don't think the first episode will reveal anything, but it should get you hooked, though. Definitely.
I mean, but I think they still should reveal, like, you know what I'm saying, why he came into the past. Like, it wouldn't make sense. He just in the past. You're like,
oh, no, definitely. Yeah, you got to reveal all that in the first episode.
It's got to sell you no matter what, bro.
Right.
Yeah, because now you ain't coming back. You got to be like Black Lightning. That shit better catch you.
Especially me, bro. I'll check out on your ass quick.
Yeah,
real quick.
He was like, hell nah. That Suicide Squad was crap. That shit was retarded.
If I tell you the show I checked out on, some of y'all might get mad.
You know what? I did see it twice in theaters, bro. So
see, so as much as you hated it, you still went a second time, bro.
Yeah. Hey, I checked out on Jessica Jones. Couldn't make it.
Yeah, but what I know what it is that you want more action in your superhero thing.
Yeah, Jessica Jones had that slow burn though, because
it's a psychological drama.
Right? Yeah, she's a slow burn, bro, for real.
I ended up going back and watching it. I watched it, but I checked out on it. Everything else, I watched.
Well, I don't know what's exactly like Jessica Jones, but you enjoyed more.
What?
And it's the same genre, The Punisher.
You better say Iron Fist. It was trash.
Man, The Punisher. Hold on, I like Iron Fist. Hold on, Iron Fist. I like the Iron Fist.
Yo,
I like Iron Fist.
I like
well.
Iron Fist. I know where they could have made improvements on it.
Yeah,
and
the martial arts choreography, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
The fight scenes were horrible. Oh my gosh, we're in slow motion. Those fight scenes were the worst. That's why I checked out on shit. I checked out on the last episode, but I said I'm not going back to it, bro.
I couldn't check out.
I enjoyed it all the way through because I know what Iron Fist is. But like I said, that the big issue is the one they did all the choreography literally the day of the shoots. Like that shit was so horrible. They didn't have no practice, nothing. It was bad.
Some of the episodes looked good though, man.
Yeah,
like the one with the blind master.
Some of the episodes are really great. But the thing is, like,
and the calming wing scenes with the sword fighting.
Oh girl, she fighting in the cages.
Down on the cages, bro. Ooh, she got down on it, like for real. Like Colleen's, she's a bad girl.
That was my favorite on the show, bro.
Yeah, she's the one that sold the show for me.
Yeah, but like I said, man, like the big issue that came out of that, and
she got booty for days.
Yeah, I know.
Just gotta say that, bro.
For a little thing, she got some ass, girl.
Hey, she was one of the sand darters on Game of Thrones.
I know, bro. That shit had me bugging.
But like I said, man, the big issue with that is one, and this is nothing of Finn Jones. Like everyone gave him way too much shit. That he a lot of it was not him. One, it was the studio's decision on when they were doing the scenes, and then the choreography wasn't well scripted or anything. It was all done on the day of. Yeah, it was all done on the day of, and that forced a lot ahead. There was already the complaints of whitewashing Iron Fist, yet people don't even realize that Iron Fist was always a goddamn white dude. Like,
man, hey, I don't know.
That's why Power Bat and Iron Fist popped off so well in the 70s, man. It was a black dude and a white guy and shit that was actually best buds.
Yeah,
nobody could grasp it. It was like, wow, how the fuck?
Yeah, and Danny's always been that kind of whiny guy. That was always his thing because of the fact that he didn't care about the money. He wasn't centered about that. He wanted to do other things. He was focused on other things. He used a lot of the money out of his rich company to fund the Heroes for Hire with Luke Cage. Him and Luke Cage were best friends. Like, and we kind of saw them starting to place the seeds for Heroes of Hire with the way that he would always interact with Luke. Like he had that I want to do this, I got to get revenge stuff. But when he actually stopped and chilled out and they would have a conversation, it takes you back to why Luke Cage and Iron Fist are such good friends and why they had that great chemistry.
Y'all making me want to watch this all over again, bro.
They had some good chemistry.
The issues with Iron Fist was nothing to do with Finn Jones as a character or anything. It's literally what the studio was doing. Them delaying all the shots and then doing the choreography all the day of, and all the mislabeled whitewashing bullshit because people didn't pay attention. They don't know who it is. They're complaining immediately of whitewashing for a character that was always white. That comes to one of the issues with
I know that was so retarded. That was so retarded.
That's one of the things that annoys me is that immediately whenever something is coming out, no one knows what it is, and that's the only issue with a lot of comics is now with it being so big. Not a lot of people in the public know who these characters are, and immediately when they see something, they want to go straight for these big issues with diversity and SJW bullshit. Yes, there is diversity because there are characters who are ethnically diverse, who are big in their own right. However, there are also a lot of characters that have been portrayed the same way they have been for years. Now, if we got a Black Panther that was a white dude,
what their argument was?
Issue.
Their argument was Doctor Strange, the ancient one.
Yeah.
That they was like, oh, why a white chick is playing, the ancient one and whatnot, instead of like, an old Chinese dude. But if you think about it, like the best Asian actor, at least in Hollywood, that came out in a couple of Batman films. He also came out in Inception. I forgot his name. I think he's coming out in the Godzilla sequel as well. He's a Japanese dude. I could see him as the ancient one. Wanatabe. Exactly. I could see him as the ancient one. And I actually think he would have did a good job. But the performance that this girl delivered was also incredible, though, man.
Who cares that it's an old white woman? It's a woman. That's one of those things that make me so angry is that people are getting mad about everything. Why does everything immediately got to be an old Chinese dude? And yet when we use a Chinese dude as a Chinese, grandmaster for something, they're like,
it's like cliche, like
exactly.
101.
It's like no one's satisfied. They get a reason to get angry about anything.
Just like I did, I love what they did with Valkyrie and Thor Ragnarok by making a Tessa Thompson. Yeah. I was like, shit, I could see this, that. And then I saw her performance and portrayal. That opening scene for Tessa Thompson, she's drunk out her ass and actually falls off a ship. Walking down the ramp, I was like, wow, this is the type of role I've only seen male characters within the last 100 years of filmmaking. All right, and they actually had a female for the first time portraying a role that was only for males.
Yeah,
that shit caught me out of left field, bro.
A full-on drunkard. Not only that, it was a black Celtic. Okay, like no one understands that. Yes, we have the big black character with Black Panther and his crew, but you had a Valkyrie, one of the heralds of Celtic culture, the biggest white culture you could think of, and she was a black drunkard. Not portraying anything badly, but she did a phenomenal job as a Celtic warrior. Like, come on.
Like, she can hang with the big dogs, the men. Exactly. Like she can hold her own against anybody. And that's
that opening scene, she bodied everybody that was there.
Right.
Yeah, she's just like. She's like, hey, that's mine. Nah, and she's like, she messes up everyone. He's just like, oh, well, thank you. She's like, right.
Big ass
gun.
Comes
around and shoots him right in the chest and tases him.
Oh. That's the thing I liked about that character, man. She was one that did not give a flying F.
No, dude, I loved her. I love Valkyrie, and then just hearing the way that she would interact with Thor. He's just like, oh, the Valkyries. I love the Valkyries. I wanted to be one. Until I realized they were all women.
Hey, see her meet what's her name out on Guardians of the Galaxy? The
Gamora.
Gamora,
yeah, Gamora.
Man, just imagine them two in a room together. That's all I got.
Oh, bro.
Just the
we'll probably see it in Infinity War, bro.
Hell yeah,
I can already imagine how she'd interact with Drax. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, because he's so straightforward. It's ridiculous. I mean, and it works too the way they do it. That work, and it's crazy how group.
What interaction is gonna be really off the wall, and they've already confirmed that it's in there. Rocket Raccoon and the Hulk teaming up.
Oh yeah.
All right, we saw how the Hulk got down in Thor Ragnarok. You know what I'm saying? Valkyrie was like, "Oh, what was you doing, big guy? Winning."
Right. And Rocket ain't gonna do nothing but boost it up even more. He wanna go.
I want to see Rocket talk with Tony Stark, bro.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Rocket and Ant-Man. No, Rocket and Ant-Man, dude, bringing Bradley Cooper and Paul Rudd back together. Oh man.
But I don't think Ant-Man is in Infinity War.
Nah, I don't.
But he's in Avengers 4, though. I know he's in Avengers 4.
See, there's so many conflicting reports on that. I see some people making lists that say that Ant-Man's confirmed for Infinity War, and I see other lists saying that he's not. I'm not sure at this point, bro.
Hey,
I don't think so. I don't think so, but it's a possibility.
Hey, maybe we got thrown for a loop. We watching the Ant-Man on trailers, and they purposely misled us. Thinking it's about the thing that Ant-Man did with Captain America on Civil War, and actually it might be in Infinity War where he do something what got him on the run. So they could have it where it's back to back like that. So it is a possibility because he on the run, but I think he might be in Civil War because I think they announced 70-something people.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be in there. So I'm thinking
76.
If they keep it on the grabs and they pull some of the people out for off of Netflix shows and stuff like that, I think they're gonna really. I mean, they'll be.
See, this has to have some sort of tie-in and effect on the Netflix shows because it's all happening in New York. We see that the ring and Thanos's one of his portals is right there in New York, so it has to have an event that they're gonna mention in the MCU show or the Netflix shows because they already did from starting with Daredevil.
They should show us with a tease, man. At least have like the characters like saving people or something in them.
Right,
just like for a brief moment. That shit would have me fucking flipping out, yo.
Yeah, man, just give them some love, bro.
Right, and they can show one scene with the Punisher looking through a scope of a sniper. You ain't got to show him killing nobody, but just show him that's what he doing, like he about to shoot somebody. Just like you say, a little quick scene like Luke Cage catching somebody while some bricks falling down on his back, and he's saving somebody.
Yeah, he's saving somebody. Have the Punisher actually shooting dudes. You see him shooting those demons and shit that's coming with this dude, man. It's a back.
You got to think of all of Thanos' warriors, dude. You got to think that they could be seen like. And he said, there's a perfect scene that you just got me thinking right now. And the perfect way to tease them, you gotta think, like Chuck was saying, have Luke, blocking boulders and stuff on because the dude's indestructible, protected people. And then you see Jessica Jones come in and kick a hole in the wall for them to run through, so that way they can kind of get moving. And you see, Daredevil going to town on a couple of the demons, along with Iron Fist going down, and you see kind of Punisher in the background, looking through a scope, having to get out of town because of the fact that he knows it's gonna be a hot zone, but he can't stay around because he's already being hunted.
I wish we could see Daredevil though, man. But the way freaking Defenders finished off, I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. But bro.
But have it an individual scene though that you could show Daredevil in his own place somewhere else doing some shit. Iron Fist somewhere else.
They need to show. I want them to show some love and bring the MCU or the Netflix shows over and just tease them just a little bit. Like they already have them confirmed that they're in the same universe. We know a lot of the stuff is happening there. Like, come on, man, just give them some sort of love.
Yeah, I would like to see that shit. I would like to see actually Phil Coulson come back.
I was just thinking about
dude. That, Phil Coulson's never coming back. That's already been confirmed because when Joss Whedon killed him off in Avengers and they brought him back for the TV show, he was so mad about that, bro. He was, and the dude,
Joss Whedon said he's dead. He's dead in my
yeah. And he's just like, in my universe and everything else that's being continued. He's like Phil Coulson's dead, and I'm just like, bro. Yeah, and I like Phil Coulson, bro. I like Phil Coulson
him too. He about to be dead on a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that spoilers?
Wow. Well, they try to connect the MCU and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because with Civil War, with Lady Sif showing up in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, they did a lot of connective tissue. You know what I'm saying? Kree Warriors actually showing up in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's a lot of nuggets and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? As well as like the way they had alluded to the Cavalry, which is the Asian chick, knowing that about Black Widow and whatnot. They alluded to a lot of stuff in this series, which I thought was dope as hell. Want to know what tripped me out though that I didn't know? The Asian chick in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? I forgot her name.
Lucy Liu.
That's not Lucy Liu. But want to know who she actually played? That was Chug Lee in the original Street Fighter live-action motion picture with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, it sure was, huh?
That shit tripped me out. And who else did she also play?
Yeah.
She was the voice actress for Mulan.
And was she one of Charlie's Angels, too?
No, it's not freaking.
Nah, this dude, man. Lucy Liu, bro.
Lucy Liu. Yeah, Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu got freckles. This chick ain't got no freckles, man. She actually looked more like Michelle Yeoh than she does.
You know who look good? That Maggie. I think her name is Maggie Q.
Oh, Maggie Q? She alright. I like Maggie Chung better.
Jamie Chung.
Oh, Jamie Chung. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I like the chick that played Colleen Wing better. As a matter of fact.
No, the one that played on Iron Fist.
Maggie Q came out in one of the Mission Impossible films, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of messed up that she ain't come back though, but that was good though. Yeah,
we're gonna work with that, man. It's been a while, so man, y'all ready to go ahead and get to this?
Yeah. Let's go. I just wanted to bring up Black Lightning. We went on a whole different tangent.
Yeah,
I know, but that show was like an hour too.
Hey, I bet you, people. I apologize, to everybody that's listening, because we probably, y'all probably think we're about to go, then all of a sudden y'all still listen for a whole nother hour. But that's how it goes when you talk about things that you love, things like that just happen. But anyway, though, the Off With Your Head segment. Okay, this on this one here, I want to know who would y'all choose out of Blue Beetle and Falcon to go against the Green Goblin?
Didn't you say Blue Beetle before?
No, I ain't say Blue Beetle. I said
No, but in the previous podcast, you had put Blue Beetle against somebody else, and then we had to decide.
He said Blue Beetle versus Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Oh, I sure did. Man, if I tell y'all what happened, y'all be looking like, oh man, that's messed up. Well, let's just replace him with War Machine.
Okay, so War Machine versus who?
Falcon.
No. Is it War Machine or Falcon? Who would y'all choose to go against the Green Goblin?
War Machine or Falcon?
I'm just gonna be biased. I don't have a reason. I'm just biased as hell.
War Machine, bro.
I'm taking Green Goblin over everybody, and that's just me being biased. I love Green Goblin, bro. So.
Nah, man.
Who'd you think give a better fight to Green Goblin than out of War Machine and Falcon?
War Machine, bro.
So you'll go War Machine?
I don't care because in my eyes, Green Goblin putting tips on both of them, so it doesn't matter to me.
You said Green Goblin with what?
We know what camp Super G's in right here.
Super G.
I'll go with just for the sake of it. I'll take War Machine over Falcon.
You'll take War Machine over Falcon. What about you then, Collider?
Damn.
No, you know what? I take that back. I take Falcon over War Machine because Falcon at some point becomes Captain America, so I'll take that.
Nah, man. I still have to give it to War Machine. War Machine, despite the fact that everyone shits on War Machine does get an upgraded version of his armor that's a prototype to one of Iron Man's later suits, one of his V3s that actually has increased arsenal. So he has some of the lasers kind of like Iron Man does, but he still has all of his guns and rockets and everything. Like he has a full souped up arsenal and he has a better flight capabilities compared to his original suit. Like even with Falcon, War Machine, bro.
Cares, fool.
But I think
I'm still taking Falcon.
Nah, I'm down for War Machine, bro, all the way.
Well, like I said, in the end, Green Goblin anyway.
Yeah, whatever. Goblin go get bodied. If he could lose to a man with fucking,
he probably would. But like I said, it's my biased opinion on this. I love the Green Goblin. He's one of my favorite villains, bro. Like in the whole
Green Goblin's a great villain, but come on, man, he loses to Spider-Man all the time.
I don't care. He's funny, bro, and he's awesome, bro. And then William Dafoe.
If you want someone funny looking who's a real villain, man, go Hobgoblin.
Hey, William Dafoe played the Green Goblin, bro. He's one of my favorite actors of all time, bro. So
I love William Dafoe, bro.
William Dafoe's portrayal was spot on, man. I just hated the power.
Right, he was spot on.
His portrayal was spot on. Yep.
Yeah,
they should have had his face painted like the Green Goblin, yo. That shit would have been so sick, bro.
Instead of that stupid ass
mask that he had, yo.
Yeah, dude, that smile and man,
he looked like the Green Goblin.
He did. He had the perfect. So they honestly should have gone like how they did.
You know what's crazy? He even looks like Ryuk on Death Note. Even though they went like digital, whatever, in that horrible ass.
Yeah, that grin, yo, was like the
trash.
Devilish, yo.
Yeah, sometimes you can overdo something. You never answer. So what you think, Cloud?
I think the one that would give a better fight would be Falcon, personally. You know what I'm saying? It's just Norman Osborn, he's actually pretty wicked. He's a demented soul. The dude has done some serious shit in some of the best storylines in the comic book. I mean, Spidey had got, with like inferior writers, yeah, they'll do like regular knock 'em, sock 'em stories and whatnot with Spidey. But the good writers will do some serious dope ass shit with Green Goblin. That's out of left field, basically fucking around with Spider-Man's family. And he's done some fucked up shit, especially in the Ultimate Spider-Man comic books, that he was just straight up OP'd and whatnot. But we're going with the regular MCU Green Goblin, the 616 universe.
Right.
And I think, Falcon would give a better fight. Just like War Machine is just like all this armor and whatnot. I think some of Green Goblin's bombs might do some shit. I don't know, because Norman Osborn's a genius. You know what I'm saying? He developed the flight tech and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like basically going up against another Tony Stark.
Right.
All right. So I think that Falcon, him being like a martial artist and all that stuff, he would actually give the better fight. But when they actually go head to head, I think Green Goblin will body him.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So we got two for the Falcon, one War Machine. So I guess Falcon would be the one that go against the Green Goblin. So what you I already know what you were you at Super. So what about you, Knuckles?
If it's gonna be Falcon and Green Goblin, yeah, Goblin's gonna beat him, because even when Falcon was Captain America, even with his jetpack to give him his fight capability, he still doesn't have the training and fight that Cap had with the shield and everything else. So it was someone who has such a vast array of tricks and bombs and all sorts of weaponry. It's gonna go to the Goblin.
I know, but look, if you saying the Goblin thing, or the Goblin, he don't have no real training. He just smart.
Yeah, but he makes high tech gear and weaponry that's some of the top, second only to what Iron Man makes. Even with the prototype Falcon flight system that Falcon has,
he's also super strong though too,
yeah,
man. I mean, he goes with Spidey punch for punch.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though, is that if it has to go. If it's going to be between Green Goblin and Falcon, it's going to go to Green Goblin. Green Goblin has, as well as, like I said, he has tricks, because you got to think, too, his glider, he can manipulate it independently, whereas Falcon can't manipulate his jetpack away from him.
But he still can, he got the little Falcon that he can control.
Yeah, he's got the little Falcon drone, but it's not a full-on glider.
I mean,
that has its own weaponry. Like, come on.
And he has to control it manually by actually controlling the Falcon.
Yeah, whereas the Goblin just has to use his little wrist controller, and he can manipulate that and set it to do its own thing. Well, he goes off on his own little tangent.
So you, Super G, and Kaleidoscope think that the Goblin will be. Nah, I just can't see. I can't see Falcon, man.
Look, if anyone could have given him a fight, man, I'm telling you, it's War Machine. But Falcon's, I like Falcon.
So break it down for us. Convince us, yo.
All right, now the convincing part is going to be kind of hard, because y'all really made some good pointers. But at the same time, Falcon is more trained, and then he'll have more of a plan to fight against the Green Goblin more than Spider-Man just going, so they just going at each other. See, Falcon would have been more technical about it, and then he might have more strength, but you got to think about it here. He gonna be the next Captain America. His wings is not no punk, and he could dodge them little anything that the Green Goblin throw at him. Now y'all gotta remember, once they get close in the fighting,
he demonstrated that in Winter Soldier. I mean, he was dodging like from jet fighters in the whole nine.
Right. There we go. And like and then like the Green Goblin. Maybe if they gonna be on the ground fighting, the Goblin might get him, but in the air, nah, I think Falcon that's his domain more than it is the Goblin, because he actually can't get knocked off of no board. So that's how I look at it.
He did go up against Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying? And actually stood toe to toe.
Yeah, but that was more comical, so I don't think that was more.
No, but it shows the height difference. It doesn't matter whether it was comical or not. You know what I'm saying? Squirrel Girl bodied Thanos. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is, yo. It was actually a hell of a fight sequence for what this character does and what this character does. Yeah, and he held his own against
Squirrel Girl. She stole Iron Man's suit and flew into outer space to stop Galactus from eating the planet, and she befriended him. Like, come on. And not only that, while she was flying to the moon to stop Galactus, she ran into Whiplash, all right, in Iron Man's suit, and beat Whiplash.
I mean, but I just can't accept.
He gonna respect Squirrel Girl after this episode.
That's the deleted one right there. I can't. It's nothing about Squirrel Girl. Y'all can't get me with that one. It's no way Falcon.
Yo, I gotta tell you, though, that was like one of my favorite characters.
His disbelief of Squirrel Girl being great is the same disbelief that Lex Luthor had when he took over the Flash's body. He didn't know who the hell the Flash was when he took off that mask.
Wow.
That's different though. Squirrel Girl, I just can't see it. That's just something. I don't know. I just can't. Y'all
hating on my girl. Just hating on my girl.
Well, yeah. I'm
Look, if there's any one girl that I would absolutely take from the comics, it's Squirrel Girl. I'm in love with Squirrel Girl. I don't deny that fact.
Man, she
you know what? I know where you're trying to come from as far as Falcon. I think I'm actually renege. Falcon actually does have a whole range of martial arts abilities and whatnot, especially in the comic books. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the way he uses his things, and if you're going off the comic book Falcon, it's not a drone. It's actually a Falcon.
A real Falcon, yeah.
It's actually a real Falcon that actually works independently. All right. And he can dodge all the types of things that Green Goblin would actually try to throw at him. So it would have to be in a fisticuff. But Falcon being, trained by, Captain America as well and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because Captain America, the Avengers comic books, he was always training all the superheroes. You know what I'm saying? And especially him and his best friend. You know what I'm saying? They'd be sparring and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would see Falcon actually using this dude's momentum against him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he could try to throw a punch at him. He could probably, like, slip under the thing and fucking toss his body into a wall or something. So, actually, I think Falcon would actually take him. Yeah.
Okay. One person has seen the light. What about you, Super G? I know that you're going to stay in the darkness.
Hey, there ain't no damn light over here, bro. Green Goblin all day, bro.
Can I know it's going to be biased, but what make you so certain about the Green Goblin?
You said say what again?
I said I know you're going to
about the Green Goblin.
Right.
I still didn't hear you. What you say?
He says, what makes you so certain that Green Goblin could take out Falcon?
It's not a certainty thing, dude. Like I said, it's just my biased opinion, bro. Like I'm gonna go Green. I just like the character, bro. Like I just like the character, like everything about him, like his trickery, the way he mind fucks you, like he's just I just like him, dude. He's just dope.
Yeah. I think it would be a hell of a fucking comic book series, yo.
Like the trickster for me. I like the trickster too. It's another one I like. I like those type of villains, bro.
Yeah, they're unique. That's what they are. They're unique.
Yeah, they're very different. They're not like the most, even like the Joker. They're not most like the strong, like ones that can, like you say, fisticuffs. They're not that character, but they can still stand up to you and fight you, like in their way. You know what I'm saying? So I like that.
Right, they got their own unique thing. I mean, I feel you because
that'd be a hell of a story.
You can say Gambit. That's my favorite character, and you say, man, who you think will win out of Gambit and Goliath?
I got a Gambit card tattooed on my arm, bro.
Yo,
I have a Gambit tattoo on my arm, bro.
Damn, that's what's up.
Hey, yeah.
What do you think, Bloody?
Like I said earlier, bro, I stand by the fact of if it's Falcon versus Green Goblin, with the weaponry that the Green Goblin has, and knowing the fact of how he uses his stuff and how he messes with you, that Falcon doesn't have a chance. Yeah, he's a skilled martial arts and he's a gymnast, and he has the Falcon, but it still just has no.
You don't think he could actually turn his own momentum against him and whatnot, man?
Nah, not a chance. Not against the Green Goblin. The Goblin is smart. He's always thinking.
Gas bombs. He got all different kind of bombs. He's
a smart villain because he's a smart fighter, and he makes use of it with his tricks. He has an arsenal for a lot of different things.
Most of those weaker fighters, like when it comes to hand to hand, they make it up in other areas, bro, and that's what he does, dude.
All right, so what about then if you put it like this, the Falcon from the MCU and the Green Goblin from Sony? You'll still go to Green Goblin?
Nah, I'm
still going Green Goblin,
MCU.
I would say that I would say that Falcon has a bit more of a chance, but I would still say that he
all day though.
He wouldn't be able to win.
Well, so actually, this is the first time in history on the show where we actually we actually have
A draw.
a draw. Never,
Stalemate.
yeah, stalemate. That's something different. First time for everything. You know what I'm saying? That's bringing love on that Valentine. But I guess we're gonna have to continue this one here. Matter of fact, we're gonna let the people in the chat.
Yeah, let them decide in the comments and whatnot. Who do you think would win?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
And then we'll put it on next week's show, as a matter of fact, as to who the actual winner is. Whoever stalemate here.
Oh yeah,
it's like me and Cup are going Falcon all day. Meanwhile, Bloody and Super are going for the Green Goblin.
Yeah,
put the comments down below and let us know what you think.
And that right there should end the show. So tune in to my family Collider said the pretty much the out phrase. Anybody before you say that, anybody have any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, we good. We done. We had so many keys tonight, bro.
Yeah, we
anime and comics, any nerd is life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got real sweaty on this show today. So tune in next week to the Heroic Vibrations podcast. Same YouTube time, same YouTube station, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peace.